super convenient locations, both with really easy access to your locker. It's absolutely secure and always pristine clean. Learn more about Storageville's many wow factors at storageville.ca and sign up for upcoming auction alerts. Never know what treasures you might find. Storageville, where Winnipeg stores.
Yep.
Nice and fresh.
Just the way I like it.
This is really good.
That hits the spot.
The spot to hear all that contentment? Our very own fishbowl. The reason? Robins. Smart coffee lovers count on the famous, always fresh taste of Robins coffee to add extra zest to every Goldeyes game. Team it with a Robins fresh baked treat, and you've got, well, a flavored doubleheader. Robins. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
You're listening to the pregame show with Paul Edmonds on your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
It's the Winnipeg Insurance pregame show right at the ballpark. Final 7 games of the regular season will all be here in downtown Winnipeg. Goldeyes are done with the 50 games on the road. They play game number 94 overall here tonight. And the pregame show right at the ballpark brought to you by Winnipeg Insurance, 889-2870, WinnipegInsuranceBrokers.com. And Winnipeg at 52-41, 6 straight wins entering this game here tonight. And the first of 4 was St. Paul, and St. Paul 45-48. I said the North Division is still in play. Well, it is. Fargo's magic number is down to 1. But they lost the last 2 games on the weekend to Kansas City. And now they've got Amarillo coming to town, and Amarillo is fighting for a South Division championship and still maybe to try to get back into this wild card thing. Wouldn't it be interesting all of a sudden if Fargo went on a bit of a tailspin and the Goldeyes got a little bit closer, and then maybe the North Division can be played out here this weekend between the Goldeyes and the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks. I think that's a little bit of a stretch, but at the same time, as Hal Lanier would say, you never know. Goldeyes are 6 back in the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks. The Redhawks can wrap it up, that being a North Division title for the 2nd straight year, if in fact they do win one more game, or a Goldeye loss for that matter. As we look at the morning line, brought to you by Assiniboia Downs for exciting horse racing, gaming, and dining. Do the Downs, free admission, free parking every day. Go to asdowns.com for more information this summer. Do the Downs. Well, Fargo can wrap it up in the north with 1 win or a Goldeye loss. Wichita has already won their 3rd straight Central regular season title, and Amarillo has won 4 straight. They are tied with Laredo atop the South Division, and Grand Prairie 2.5 games back. So still a fight going on in the South with a week to play to see who wins that last divisional title in the American Association. And as you know, and we've talked about, now the Goldeyes are a 1.5 games back of the Gary South Shore Railcats with 7 to play in that wild card race. Gary's in Kansas City for the next 4 nights. Then they go home to host El Paso. The Goldeyes have St. Paul for the next 4 nights. And then Fargo comes to town starting Saturday evening. It will be interesting. The last week will be meaningful here in downtown Winnipeg for the Goldeyes. We'll see, as I said off the top, if they get in or not. But at least there's interest entering the final 2 series of the regular season. Well, that'll do it here for our pregame show right at the ballpark. The Goldeyes will wear a dark blue top like they did for all 6 wins on the road with a white pant here tonight. It's a teal top and a gray pant for the St. Paul Saints. And we're just about ready for the anthems. And you know what? It's the Winnipeg answer to Kate Smith. We'll tell you about that. We'll pause for the anthems. And when we come back, starting lineups and first pitch. It's the Goldeyes and the Saints. An interesting, intriguing week is before us, and it starts now on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Knowledge is power.
Get the power you need to succeed at CDI College.
With relevant, focused career training for business, healthcare,
art and design, legal, technology, and more.
Learn more.
Earn more.
Get more out of life with a career you love, not just a job.
Find your passion at cdicollege.ca.
CDI College. We change lives through education.
CDI. I
love it, and we will succeed.
If your business, big or small, has excess waste and recycling piling up, let BFI Canada make your trash our business. Our customized pickup schedules make it easy. With commercial and industrial collection services, BFI Canada can help any business get organized. Want to make your business feel like new? Then call up the Blue. Visit BFICanada.com to schedule your pickup date today. BFI Canada, a cleaner community, a greener environment.
Now, more than ever, Metro Center gets you where you need to go. Winnipeg store for all things trailer now offers Air Miles reward miles and truck accessories. So, whenever you come to Metro Center for trailers, parts, hitches, and more, you can also earn Air Miles reward miles. Get where you need to go with over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, and trailer service at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
Here's the pitch, and it's a grand slam! Here they come! Cans, juice boxes, glass and plastic bottles, into the bin!
The Winnipeg Goldeyes and Recycle Everywhere want you to swing for the fences and recycle all your empty beverage containers. They're full of potential and have thousands of uses beyond the landfill. Step up to the plate and pitch your drink containers into a recycling bin. Whether you're at home, work, school, or the ballpark, remember to recycle everywhere.
The Goldeyes need a win. They call on Beverly. Beverly win with the Star-Spangled Banner at O Canada here tonight. We welcome you to downtown Winnipeg. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along right across southern Manitoba and the Goldeyes Radio Network tonight as the Goldeyes taking on the St. Paul Saints in the first of 4 and the last of 7 on the regular season. Let's have a look at the starting lineups. They're brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Fans, when you visit the Sky Suite level here at Shaw Park, make sure to stop and relax in one of the 3 Lazy Boy Comfort Zones. Each Lazy Boy Comfort Zone is fully furnished with the latest Lazy Boy sofas, love seats, coffee tables, and their world-famous recliners. Winnipeg Goldeyes would like to thank Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, located at 1425 Ellis Avenue, for their support. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, live life comfortably. Well, Jason Jarvis will get his 3rd start as a Goldeye here tonight, and he'll face a Saints lineup that looks like this. To lead it off, former Goldeye Adam Frost will be at second base, and he'll bat first for George Samus. Dan Kozrowski will be out in left field, and he'll bat second. Brandon Tripp will be the designated hitter, and he'll hit third. Ryan Burgamy is at first base, and he will bat cleanup. Joey Becker will hit fifth, and he's at third base. Donald Blunt is out in right, batting sixth. The bottom three for George Samus, and the 45 and 48 St. Paul Saints, losers of 6 in a row. Andy Hinkemeyer is out in center field, and he'll bat seventh. Trevor Haregrove will be at short. He'll bat eighth, and Jeremy Mayo will catch and bat ninth. That lineup again for the St. Paul Saints for Game 1 of this series. Frost, Kozrowski, Tripp the DH, Burgamy, Becker, Blunt, Hinkemeyer, Haregrove, and Mayo. Glad to have you along tonight. Settle in for this one on a wonderful night here in downtown Winnipeg. It is warm, a little humid, not a whole lot of wind, and Adam Frost will step in. Here comes the first pitch of the night, and it is a little bit low, and we're underway. It's 7:08 tonight. 8 minutes after 7 o'clock, and it's ball one to Adam Frost. And the pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Opening pitch tonight, as always, brought to you by the good folks at the Greenwood Inn and Suites. Make the Greenwood Inn and Suites your home base for all your accommodation, dining, and meeting needs in Winnipeg. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball is outside, 2-1. And you can call them toll-free today or any day, 888-233-6730. Frost batting .285. The 2-1 pitch is a little bit high. 3 balls and 1 strike. Pat McLaughlin is our home plate umpire here tonight. He calls the balls and strikes. Darius Gawney is at first, and Sean Hicks is at third base. 3-1 pitch is swung on, and a ground ball sharply hit out to second. Rolled right up to Mesquite. He's up with it and over to first. 1 down. And Dan Kozrowski, the batter. So Pat McLaughlin is our home plate umpire. Darius Gawney at first, and Sean Hicks at third. We'll have these gentlemen for the next 3 nights for sure through this series after tonight, and maybe into the weekend with Fargo rolling into town. For the Goldeyes, defensively, Luis Allen, the other half of the battery. Casey Harther is over at first. Kevin Mesquite, the aforementioned second baseman. Josh Mazzola at short. Sherrell DeCaster is at third. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike to Kozrowski. Then Ryan Skoma, Tyler Graham, and Phelan Lentini left to right in the outfield here tonight. And the 0-1 is a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kozrowski batting .272, 3 homers, 27 driven in. Lights are on here. Shadows over home plate and the mound. The pitch is a little bit high, 2-1. And mostly everybody is in the shadows here at Shaw Park at 7:10 tonight. The pitch is on the outside edge for a strike, 2-2. Except for Tyler Graham in center and a little bit of Kevin Mesquite. There's a sort of a triangle of V coming off the end of the infield of Sunshine out there into right center. 2-2. Swung on, and that is fouled away. Right field and in toward the seats. And it's still 2-2 to Kozrowski. So Allen catching Harther at first, Mesquite at second, Mazzola at short, DeCaster at third, Skoma, Graham, and Lentini left to right in the outfield. Kozrowski, one of the many Minnesota products on this St. Paul team. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and a grounder back up the middle to his left. Picked up nicely by Mazzola. Twirls and threw it away. And we'll see how they score that, but likely an infield single. And the ball got into one of those camera bay areas, so Kozrowski will be awarded another base. It didn't get into the stands or the dugout, but that is out of play. One of the camera bays that is just on the edge of the dugouts. So it will be a hit, an infield single, and then the error to Josh Mazzola. And here's Brandon Tripp with a runner in scoring position. So an infield single and an error has a runner at second base for St. Paul with 1 away. And Brandon Tripp steps up from the left-hand side. Let's have a look at the weather here. We are under sunny skies in Winnipeg, and it is warm. First pitch. Fastball is low, ball 1. It's 31 degrees Celsius, 88 Fahrenheit. Humidity only 49%. The wind is out of the south at 9. Barely a breath here right now in downtown. So sunny, 31 or 88 at game time. 1-0. Swung on and a ground ball back up the middle. Diving for that is Mazzola off his glove. It's picked up by Mesquite in shallow center. They hold the runner at third in Kozrowski. But that'll be another hit for St. Paul, and Brandon Tripp has his first hit of the series, and there's runners here on the corners, and Josh Mazzola is shaken up in behind the bag at second. He dove for that ball, he stopped it, and now he is on all fours. And some concern for the Goldeyes shortstop. And the trainer, Shane Zadibiak, has come out. And Rick Forney has slowly made his way out of that third base dugout for Winnipeg as well. And the batter will be Brian Bergamy, a switch hitter. When we determine whether Mazzola will stay in or not, and I'm not sure what he did. And he's up to his feet and trying to walk whatever is ailing him right now off. It almost seems like it's an arm or a shoulder. And that's probably when he dove, when he hit the ground. And it might have jammed that shoulder a little bit. And that's what he's working on. And he's up talking to Rick Forney and athletic therapist Shane Zadibiak. Yeah, it's the shoulder collarbone area. And Jason Jarvis will get a glass of water. And Mazzola is going to shake it off. He's going to stay in the game. So runners on the corners here with one out. And a nice play made by Mesquite to back that up, and they held Kozrowski. Lamar Rogers, the third base coach for St. Paul over there, former St. Paul Saint. And Brian Bergamy batting .294, 6 homers, 19 driven in. And this is 18th game. And he'll step in from the left-hand side. And Jason Jarvis will get the sign from Allen, who sets up outside. First pitch, fastball swung on, lifted high, pretty deep out to left center. On the run, Graham onto the track and the wall, and it's gone. First pitch swinging, a 3-run home run for Brian Bergamy. And he goes the other way into the alley. And that ball just carried, and it's a 3-run homer. And just like that in the top of the first, St. Paul leads it 3-0. 7th home run in a short period of time for Brian Bergamy with the St. Paul Saints. RBI 20, 21, and 22. And here's Joey Becker. Second home run that Jarvis has given up as a Goldeye. And Joey Becker will take the first pitch, and it's low, ball 1. Well, you got the feeling St. Paul was not going to be the free spot on the bingo card. Diving stop at first by Arthur on a ball hit off the bat by Becker. And he will then, from his knees, underhanded to Jason Jarvis, who gets there in advance of Becker for the second out. Nice play over at first base by the Goldeyes, Casey Arthur. And here's Donald Blunt. You just got the feeling St. Paul, after essentially being eliminated by the Goldeyes from wild card contention last week, had a bit of a burr in their saddle. They've lost 6 in a row. Those are the scary type of teams because you don't know how they're going to play. They're loose. They don't have any pressure on them. They're not expected to win. Here's Donald Blunt, first pitch. And it's right down the middle, but I guess a little bit low, ball 1. And Donald Blunt batting .200 on the year. 3 homers. 2 of them came a week ago Monday night against Winnipeg. The pitch. Breaking ball is high. 2 balls and no strikes. And he's driven in 11. No Willie Cabrera. He went home to go back to school. High chopper out towards short. Coming in, Mazzola fields that, throws to first, and the inning comes to an end, but not before. The Saints strike first and largely. They get 3 runs on 3 hits. The big blow, a 3-run blast by Brian Bergamy. Goldeyes make an error, nobody left. St. Paul gets 3. The Goldeyes are coming to bat when we return on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Denny from Denny's Whole Hog Barbecue. There's nothing better than a fully catered barbecue.
And I'm quarterback Buck Pierce, and I want you to call Danny's Whole Hog Barbecue now to book your fully catered barbecue or try a do-it-yourself hog roast.
It's fun, delicious, will cost less than you think. Plus, you can keep the leftovers. We'll even pack it up for you. Dates are filling up, so act fast.
Visit Danny'sWholeHog.com or call 344-5675.
And we'll bring the flavor.
Impaired driving kills 30 people each year in Manitoba. Every drink affects your ability to drive safely. You might miss a stop sign or not see another vehicle. Maybe you don't notice the pedestrian crosswalk and you can't see the person walking right in front of you. If you plan to drink, plan ahead to get home safely. Don't drink and drive. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
On your last vacation, you took pictures on your smartphone, and the quality wasn't great. Your memories deserve better. You need the Canon EOS Rebel SL1 from Don's Photo. As the world's smallest and lightest digital SLR camera, you can take it anywhere. And though the Canon EOS Rebel SL1 is small in size, it's enormous in performance. Ideal for those stepping up from a smartphone or compact camera. Ask for the Canon EOS Rebel SL1 at a Don's Photo location or visit donsphoto.com.
Well, the Goldeyes have a little bit of a hole to dig themselves out of. They trail 3-0 after a half inning to start this homestand. As we welcome you back to downtown Winnipeg, my name is Paul Edmonds, and Winnipeg will send Tyler Graham, Phelan Lentini, Sharon LeCaster to the plate here against Anthony Cleggett. And then Skoma, Sadler, and Mazzola. Sadler's the DH tonight. And then Harther, Allen, and Mosquite. And here's Tyler Graham with the Saints leading 3-0. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. 0-1 to Tyler Graham. And the pitch is outside, 1-1. Graham 2 for 5 with a double on Sunday. He finished that road trip 6 for 28. Pitch is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. 6 for 28 is 214. There was some guys that really had a good road trip, and there was some guys that struggled. The 214, I would say, would be on the latter end of that. Pitch is swung on, bounced out toward first, and under the glove of Bergamy it goes, and down the right field line. Making the turn at first is going to go Graham. Up with the ball in right is Blunt. His throw's cut off, and how about that? A hustle double for Tyler Graham. Down the right field line, under the glove of the first baseman, Bergamy. And Graham never broke stride around first. And the Goldeyes have the leadoff man aboard. And here's Phelan Lentini, who will stand in for the right-hand side. And Lentini 7 for 22 on that road trip. A .318 average. First pitch is swung on and fouled back for strike 1. Just a reminder, folks, I mean, we're getting late in the season now, but you can still get your name in for next year, because you know we're going to do it again next year. We've had the home run hitting since 1996. Same with trivia. We don't like changing it up here very often. The 0-1. Swung on, line to the gap in right center. That is going to get down around third. Coming in to score is Graham. Trying for second is Lentini. And the throw is wide of the bag at second. And Lentini on back-to-back doubles gets the Goldeyes on the board. An RBI variety to make it 3-1 St. Paul. And the Goldeyes come right back and answer here on Anthony Cleggett. RBI number 41 for Phelan. And here's Sharon LeCaster. Well, folks, you can drop into Home Run Sports at De La Seigneurie Boulevard in Bishop Grandin. Enter to win in the Home Run Sports Home Run Inning. Here's how it works. If a Goldeye player hits a home run in any inning, and we pick your name that day, you'll receive an Easton prize package courtesy of Easton Sports. First pitch is swung on and fouled back for strike one. But the catch is you must hear your name on this program in order to know that you're a winner. And afterward, you must contact Home Run Sports within 30 days to claim your prize. You can do that in person or by calling 204-255-7687. 2 home runs on Sunday, the last game, of course. Ray Sadler and Kevin Mosquite have made winners of 2 people. The 0-1 is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. And for Ray Sadler, he hit his 18th. For Mesquite, it was his 2nd of the year. Both were 2-run shots, and both were very important to the Goldeyes' 8-5 victory over Sioux Falls to sweep the series on the weekend. 1 ball and 1 strike to Sherundle DeCaster. The pitch is half a swing. Did he go? The appeal? No, says Darius Gawney at first. On that slider outside, 2-1. This is another guy that didn't have a particularly great road trip. He was 3 for 31. Was DeCaster. And as a Goldeye, he's hitting .238 here in 2013. Claggett comes set, checks Lentini, the 2-1. Swung on, and a line drive into the glove of Frost. He makes the catch for the out and then throws to second. They double off Lentini. So DeCaster hits in to a line out at second base, and Frost makes the catch on that. And then Frost twirls and throws to second to double off Lentini, and that goes 4-6. And there's 2 away for Ryan Skoma. Well, Nicholas Steininger and Rob Watson are our winners on the Home Run Sports home run inning. Nicholas Steininger and Rob Watson. You're the winners on the Home Run Sports home run inning tonight. You gentlemen have 30 days to contact Home Run Sports to claim your prize. First pitch to Skoma's in there for a strike. And the 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. And we do it every game, top of the second. But we're a little early tonight. Pitch is swung on and bounced right side. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. It's the Home Run Sports home run inning, brought to you by Home Run Sports. Get ready for your game. Defensively for St. Paul tonight, Jeremy Mayo, the other half of the battery. Brian Bergamy is at first. Adam Frost at second. The pitch swung on and a grounder off the glove of Claggett. He finds it back in behind the mound. He throws to first a little awkwardly, but caught by Bergamy, who kept his foot on the base, and Skoma is retired. And that's it for Winnipeg in the bottom of the first inning. 1 run, 2 hits, and nobody left. At the end of 1, we'll go to the second. It's St. Paul by 2 at 3-1 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Ah, nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, pass me a Pepsi.
How you doing?
Whoa, did you hear that? Open your Pepsi.
How you doing?
That was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer.
How you doing?
With the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi. Live for now.
Cambrian Credit Union members will never say things like,
I just love paying service fees.
My high mortgage rate is amazing.
Of course I'll pay $1.50 to use this ATM.
With Cambrian Credit Union's great rates and hassle-free services, our members know we have their best interest at heart. Save more of your money with refunded service fees from the UNFI and Cambrian Credit Union. Cambrian Credit Union, building strong financial foundations to make your dreams come true.
true.
It's lucky number 5 for South Beach Casino and Resort. The hotel is turning 5, and you're invited to the celebration. This Thursday, stop by for their birthday bash, and don't forget to pack your bags, cause you could be staying the night. Enter to win a free night in the hotel's Grand Suite on August 29th. Club members can also enjoy a free barbecue plus cake and some awesome live entertainment. Stay and play at South Beach Casino and Resort. Find out more and book now. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
Your fielder's choice for every minute of Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Top of 2, we welcome you, Andy Hinkemeyer. Trevor Haregrove and Jeremy Mayo due up here, 7, 8, and 9 against Jason Jarvis. It's 3-1 St. Paul through 1. And hitters 7, 8, and 9 for St. Paul. Hinkemeyer playing game 7. The pitch is high, 2 balls and no strikes. Batting .235 of the year, a left-handed stick. Warm night here. Downtown Winnipeg at a great crowd. There'll be over 6,000 people here tonight. 2-0 is high. 3 balls and no strikes. And the Goldeyes just right now just haven't looked all that sharp, but it is early here. And we've sort of seen this, if I do say so myself, this act before where they fall behind early to the opposition here at home and then scratch and claw their way back into it. 3-0 is in there for a strike, 3-1, and sometimes it's worked for them, sometimes it has not. Goldeyes' record here at home is 24-19. 3-1 is inside, ball 4, and I'm not quite sure where the strike zone is here tonight. Already here with Mr. Pat McLaughlin. And here's Trevor Haregrove. Tomorrow, Matt Jackson versus Cole Nelson. Jackson 6-10 for Winnipeg. Excuse me, Jackson not 6-10. He hasn't made that many starts. He's 3-0 with a .331 and a bunt pushed out toward third base, picked up and barehanded by DeCaster. Sidearm throw, he threw it away. Down the right field line it goes. On his way to third base is Hinkemeyer. And that will be an infield single here for Trevor Haregrove. And there'll be another error charged on the Goldeyes. It will be E5. So that will be their 4th hit. At least it should be. Or if they're going to just go straight up error. Either way, runners on the corners again, and St. Paul is threatening to score. 2nd error tonight, so straight up E5 on that. And they felt that had the throw been anywhere near the bag at first base, they would have got Trevor Haregrove. And the first pitch is a breaking ball to Jeremy Mayo in there for a strike. It's also a sacrifice, so no at-bat charge to Trevor Haregrove. The intent was for him to sacrifice himself and get Hinkemeyer up to second base. And worked out more favorably for St. Paul as they've got runners on the corners. Nobody out. The 0-1 is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Jackson, by the way, 3-0 with .331 ERA, getting the start for Winnipeg tomorrow against lefty Cole Nelson. And Nelson 5-2 with a 3.02. Jarvis will come set. The 1-1 pitch swung on and fouled back. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And then Chris Salamita will go on Thursday. TBA for St. Paul. And then Rush will go on Friday. So it's Jarvis tonight, Jackson tomorrow, Salamita on Thursday, a Rush on Friday. Her ball's high, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the second. 3-1 St. Paul. Nobody out. Runners on the corners. Pitch. Breaking ball is high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 runs, 3 hits for St. Paul. The Culligan Water in-game line score brought to you by Culligan Water. Better water, pure and simple. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors for Winnipeg already. Jarvis to the belt, 3-2. Is inside, ball 4, and he walks Jeremy Mayo. So you've got the 7, 8, and 9 hitters that have now loaded the bases with 2 walks and an error on a sacrifice. And here comes Adam Frost, who's 0 for 1 tonight. As he bounced out to second base, the Goldeyes will play the infield back. Middle infield a double play depth, looking for 2 here, although Frost is a tough guy to double off. And Frost will stand in from the right-hand side, batting .285, 10 homers and 42 driven in. First pitch is inside. Did he get hit? Yes, he did. That'll score a run. And it'll be 4-1 St. Paul. And here comes Jamie Vermillier, and obviously some of the fans didn't think that Frost got hit there, but it was close enough inside. But the biggest problem, or the bigger problem, or bigger issue here is that it's now 2 walks and a hit batsman here in this inning, plus a 3-run homer on a first pitch. Goldeyes have made 2 errors, and they just are not sharp out of the gate here in the most important game of the year. And Jamie Vermillier comes out to have a little chat, and the Goldeyes are going to get somebody up in that bullpen already. It's going to be a right-hander. And it's going to be newcomer Taylor Suet. 4-1 St. Paul here. And of course, rope won't be very long as Dan Kezrowski steps up. Infield single for him and a run scored. First pitch is a fastball that's right down the middle for a strike. So Frost gets hit by a pitch. He drives in a run. It makes it 4-1 St. Paul. The pitch is outside, and it gets away from Luis Allen and outside that home plate cutout circle, but not far enough where Trevor Haregrove felt that he could score on that. Haregrove at third, Mayo at second. Frost is at first base, nobody out, 1 in. The count 1-1 to Dan Kezrowski. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on, bounced out toward third, but foul before it got to the bag. 1-2. The crowd here tonight. Don't forget hockey night tomorrow night. Skate lace giveaway. There's all kinds of great equipment prizes tomorrow as well, like composite hockey sticks. Some great sponsor-supplied stuff. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Jarvis comes set, and the pitch. Breaking ball is a little bit high. 2-2. Kezrowski, 3 homers, 27 driven in. Nobody out. A Saint at every base. 2-2. Swung on. Popped up. Foul territory. Behind home plate. There is Allen. Doffs the mask. Makes the catch. 1 away. Now the batter is Brandon Tripp. And Tripp will step in from the left side. He's 1 for 1. With a run scored. By the way, the 27 consecutive scoreless innings that the Goldeyes had posted on the St. Paul Saints came to an end pretty quick when the Saints scored 3 runs in the top of this first inning tonight. We're now in the second. And Jarvis will come set. First pitch is swung on and fouled away left side. And on top of the roof it goes. Strike 1. One run is in here in the second. It's 4-1 St. Paul. Brandon Tripp, 18 homers, 71 driven in. Has a very wide open left side stance. And Jarvis will come set to his belt. The 0-1 is a change of pace in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. That's a good pitch. Taylor Seward is down throwing to the bullpen, and we have yet to see him in a game for Winnipeg. He's a side armor, a right-hander. And Jarvis will come set. 0-2. Fastball wide. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brandon Tripp batting .295. St. Paul, you know, I was talking to their radio broadcaster, Sean Aronson, before the game, and when the Goldeyes saw them in June, they had a really good team. 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and a line to center field for a base hit. 1 run is in to score. They're going to wave in Mayo. Up with the ball, Graham. Here comes the plate, the slide, and Mayo is safe. A 2-run single here for Brandon Tripp, and it's 6-1 St. Paul. And Tripp will drive in his 72nd and 73rd. And Rick Forney emerged, but I think it was just to make sure that Luis Allen was okay. Good play at the plate, but Mayo will slide in safely on that 2-run single by Tripp. So Haregrove scores from third. Mayo scores from second. It's a 3-run inning, and it's 6-1 St. Paul. And then on the throw, Tripp will get to second base. And here's Brian Bergamy. 1 away, 3 in. Runners at second and third. 6-1 St. Paul. And they're going to walk Brian Bergamy intentionally and put him at first base and set up the double play with maybe Joey Becker. So here comes 4 wide. And this will be the 3rd walk issued by Jason Jarvis tonight. You know, they talk about taking the crowd right out of it. The crowd never got into this one yet. And Joey Becker is going to be stepping up with the bases loaded. Here comes ball 4. And Bergamy will go down to first base. Or actually, I was a pitch ahead of myself. Here comes ball 4. There we go. And here comes Rick Forney, and that will be it for Jason Jarvis here tonight. How about that? Not what I think anybody expected here this evening. And the Goldeyes are going to make a pitching change here in the second, trailing 6-1. Back in 60 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
TSN 1290. We talk more Jets.
It's not so much if the team loses. It's about the effort. If the effort's not there, then they boo.
More NHL.
Why is this only a topic of discussion when a guy gets knocked out?
More Major League Baseball.
They're not going to get that ring with those bats unless they get another arm.
And more Bombers.
We have a big city stadium. And with big city stadium comes big city problems.
Sports, and more sports.
There is no way in hell you can play every second night and be out of shape.
Play with tremendous effort, relentlessness, play with class. You know, never, ever give up.
This is a young, growing team. They're learning how to win.
We're about all sports, all the time.
They're comfortable with each other, know where the other guy is going to be, and know how the other guy is going to react.
TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, we welcome you back, top of the second, and I think there's a little bit of shock here tonight. Jason Jarvis, 1 1/3 inning, shortest start of the season by a Goldeye pitcher. And it's 6-1 here for St. Paul. You know, you also have to factor in the errors, too. But it's 4 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, no strikeouts, and he gives way to Taylor Seward. And this pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. And Joey Becker is going to be the hitter against Suet. And Taylor Suet, 6'2", 195 from Sydney, Australia. He's a rookie, 23 years old, a right-hander. And he'll make his first appearance as a Goldeye here tonight. And Joey Becker will step in from the right-hand side. The good news is that we're still early in this one for Winnipeg to try to mount a comeback. Bad news is they're down by 5 right now and seem a little listless. Suet will come set, first pitch. And that is, I guess, a little bit low, outside. Ball 1. I haven't seen a lot of complaining from the players here just yet on balls and strikes, but 1-0. Swung on and a tapper right back to Suet. He knocks it down, picks it up, and finds it to throw it out over at first base of Joey Becker, who drives in a run. And it's 7-1. Well, that could have been the old Lawrence Welk 1-2-3 double play had Suet picked it up cleanly, but it went off his glove. He found it and made the one play that he had to make, and that was for the second out over at first base. And here comes Donald Blunt with runners at second and third now, and one in. 7-1 St. Paul. And Blunt is the 9th man to hit in the inning. First pitch is a breaking ball that's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And Suet comes set in the pitch. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball, and it's 1-1. The Goldeyes claimed Taylor Suet off of waivers from the Gary Social Railcats. And they did that last week. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. He became the 22nd player on the roster. And then today, Mark Hardy is now the 23rd. He was activated, was Mark, left-handed starter. Probably will find a role in the bullpen as the 23rd player. And the last 10 days of the season, you can have 23 players on your roster. 1-2 pitch is outside, 2-2. First 10 days, you can have 23. Last 10 days, you can have 23. In between, the maximum is 22. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Donald Blunt, who's 0 for 1. He bounced out to short. 7-1 St. Paul. We're in the top of the second. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Blunt down on strikes. First strikeout of the night recorded by Taylor Suet. And that first strikeout brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. Folks, 1 strike and you're out. It's a 4-run inning for St. Paul. They do that on just 1 hit. There was another Goldeye error, and they leave 2. We'll go to the bottom of the second. The Saints lead it by 6 at 7-1. Trivia coming up next on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
What's for dinner?
Let's barbecue.
Turkey? Granny's Poultry introduces their seasoned turkey breast roast. Perfect for the barbecue.
Sounds good.
Really good.
Designed for optimum juiciness, Granny's seasoned turkey breast roast is so tasty. And it's available at your neighborhood Safeway store. Granny's Poultry, your local poultry farmers cooperative. For simple and simply delicious recipes, visit grannies.ca. Granny's, good-natured.
It's a quiet evening at the lake. You can hear the birds singing before bed. The gentle waves. It doesn't get any better than this. Unless
you add Archangel Fireworks to your night. Having a birthday? Amp it up with fireworks. Family reunion? Nothing says we missed you like a crackling peony exploding in the sky. Typical Wednesday? You guessed it. You need Archangel Fireworks. 104 Pembina Highway.
Hey, what's up? It's me, your manly pickup truck. We've had some fun times, you and me, huh? Hauling things, carrying things, trucking things. Okay, so they're the same thing, but that's what I'm here for. Am I right, my brother? Hoorah! Anyway, no big deal. But if you have a sec, I could really use a little me time with Mr. Lube. It's like a day spa. The kind of spa where you bench press things, manly things. Yeah.
Get top-to-bottom maintenance from Mr. Lube and take good care.
Now we go to the bottom of the second inning. My name is Paul Edmonds, 7-1. St. Paul is in front. Sadler, Mazzola, and Arthur. Sadler the DH tonight. And the first pitch from Anthony Cleggett to start the bottom of the second is low and inside, ball one. Sadler 11 for 27 on that road trip. He was excellent. Pitch is low, 2-0. He hit .407 in the 7 games. He was 2 for 5 on Sunday, a home run, 2 RBI. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on, that's blasted high, deep, way back, and it is off the top of the wall. And Sadler will stride for second and be in standing with a leadoff double. How about that? Keselowski, he thought it was gone. He turned, and he wasn't even running back toward the warning track until he realized that it wasn't going to go, and it went off the top of the wall. Fortunately for him, it kicked back pretty good. But Sadler gets to second base, and the Goldeyes have 3 hits tonight, and they're all doubles. And Josh Mazzola, the batter. Josh 1 for 2 on Sunday, had an RBI triple, and then struck out his last trip, which was his second at bat. It proved to be his last at bat because he was ejected for arguing balls and strikes. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. There was contact between the umpire, Anthony Sheets, and Mazzola on Sunday, but it did not warrant a suspension. It was not considered a bump. 0-1 is high, 1 ball and 1 strike. But they were face-to-face, nose-to-nose, yelling at each other, mostly Mazzola, after getting thrown out of the game in Sioux Falls on Sunday afternoon. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7-1 St. Paul. The pitch is swung on and lined and caught at short by Trevor Haregrove. So the Goldeyes have hit 2 balls on the screws tonight. And 1 went for a double play. That just goes for an out because Sadler was pretty close to the bag at second. So 1 away for Casey Arthur. Let's play some trivia. The trivia contest question brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel specializing in spacious executive suites. Arthur had a good road trip as well. He was 11 for 28. And the first pitch to him in there for a strike, a .393 average. Our contest is open to those, by the way, that haven't won in the last 30 days. 0-1 is swung on and fouled the plate, 0-2. And the prize tonight is a mug, a Goldeyes coffee mug. Goldeyes travel mug. And you still have that opportunity to be the grand prize winner because you'll be automatically entered to win for the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. 0-2, swung on and missed, and Arthur is down on strike. Strikeout number 1 for Anthony Cleggett. And there's 2 away for Luis Allen with a runner at first base. 7-1 St. Paul. Number to call, 204-780-1290. And the question tonight is, aside from manager Rick Forney, which member of the Winnipeg Goldeyes leads the team in game ejections this season, and how many does he have? Here's Al Cabong. And Cleggett comes set. First pitch is outside and got away from the catcher. Mayo goes back toward the screen. And that'll be on a wild pitch that advances Ray Sadler over to third base. 1 ball, no strikes to Luis Allen. Aside from manager Rick Forney, so throw him out. Which member of the Winnipeg Goldeyes leads the team in game ejections this season? And how many does he have? I need A, I need B. 204-780-1290 if you think you know the answer tonight. So we're looking for the player that leads the team. 1-0. Swung on. That is hit sharply out to short. Fielded on one hop by Haregrove. And he will throw to first base to get Luis Allen, and the Goldeyes are done in the bottom of the second. No runs. A leadoff double. Cursed leadoff double. One hit. And he gets stranded at third. Speaking of the third, we'll go to the third inning. It's a 6-run lead for the Saints. You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball from downtown Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
It's Taco Tuesday at Taco Time. Has it been a while since you've been to Taco Time? Or maybe you've never tried Mexican food.
Whoa, never tried Mexican food?
Sure.
No. Give me that.
Whoa, wait a second.
Amigos, you cannot live without trying Mexican food. And since it's Taco Tuesday at Taco Time, you have no excuse. A back 29 tacos. Amigos, you cannot go wrong.
Yeah, thanks, Vicente.
Remember, back 29 Taco Tuesday at Taco Time.
This is about your debt rescue. It's about climbing free of creditors and saving for the future. It's about someone reaching out to you, helping you regain your financial foothold with credit proposals and other options. And it's about changing the way you save and spend so your debt worries are far behind you. It's about your debt rescue with L.C. Taylor, Trustees in Bankruptcy. Your way forward at lctaylor.com.
Get ready, Winnipeg, for the sexiest, funniest, and most outrageous parody of the steamy international bestseller. 50 Shades, the musical, will premiere in Winnipeg September 5th to 7th. The Chicago Tribune says 50 Shades is impossible to resist.
50 Shades, the musical, at the Centennial Concert Hall for 4 shows only, September 5th to 7th. Tickets at Ticketmaster.
Live, loud, and loving every minute of Goldeyes action. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, we go to the third. It is 7-1 St. Paul. Jason Jarvis knocked from the game in the second. Taylor Sewitt works into his second inning in relief. And he'll face the bottom three in the order for St. Paul, and Hinkemeyer, Haregrove, and Mayo. And we'll have a look at the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. By the way, we have a winner on trivia. Winner of the answer coming up in the seventh. First pitch is swung on and lifted high out to left field, but a lot of room for Ryan Skoma. He'll make the catch, and Hinkemeyer is out number one on one pitch here to start the third. So it's the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. And we'll look first to Kansas City in the third inning. Gary leads KC 2-1. And that's still early. Sioux Falls leading Sioux City 1-0 in the third. Fargo in front of Amarillo 6-1 in the second. First pitch to Haregrove is a little bit low, ball one. Wichita in front of Lincoln 3-0 in the third. El Paso leading Grand Prairie 2-1 in the third. And New Jersey in front of Laredo 5-2 in the fifth. Pitch in there for a strike. And it's 1-1 to Haregrove, who reached on an error. It's a sacrifice for him, so no at bat, and then E5 pitches outside 2-1. One of two errors the Goldeyes have made already tonight. That error came on the sacrifice in the second. A 4-run second for St. Paul. Pitch is swung on and lined to right field for base hit. And Lantini missed the ball. It got by him. That will be the third error. And on his way to second base is going to be Haregrove. He'll have a single, and he'll reach second on the third error of the night. Charge to the Goldeyes, and that'll be E9. And here's Jeremy Mayo. So it's not good here. 7-1 St. Paul with one out and a runner at second in this third, and Gary leading Kansas City in the third 2-1. Here's Mayo, who drew a walk his first trip. American League tonight. New York Yankees are in Toronto. They lead the Blue Jays 6-0. First pitch is a breaking ball that's in there for a strike. Mark Reynolds a home run, his 17th. Alfonso Soriano, his 11th. Both for the Yankees. 6-0 Yankees over the Blue Jays. Fifth inning, Detroit and Oakland are tied at 3. In Detroit tonight, the 0-1 is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Boston in front of Baltimore, 8-2. That's in the 5th. Shane Victorino is 10th. Mike Napoli is 17th, both for the Red Sox in that 8-2 lead over the Orioles. Fifth inning, Angels and Rays are down in Tampa. They're tied at 1. Pitch outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Mike Trout has a home run for Los Angeles to account for their lone run, his 23rd of the year. Third inning, Chicago White Sox are at home against Houston. No score there. Also in the third, Minnesota Twins are at home against Kansas City, and they are scoreless as well. The 2-1 is outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. 9-10 tonight, Texas at Seattle. Derek Holland, 9-6 for the Rangers. Masashi Iwakuma, 12-6 for the Mariners. 3 balls and 1 strike to Mayo. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Good breaking ball. That's 3-2. And the Goldeyes will have Gabe Aguilar get up and start throwing in the bullpen. 7-1 St. Paul. We're in the third. 1 out, 1 on. National League tonight. Washington leading Miami in the 6th. 2-1. Miami's lone run, a home run by Christian Yelich. 3-2. Swing and a miss. And Mayo down on strikes. Seward's second strikeout of the night. 2 away back to the top of the order, and Adam Frost. And Frost will step in from the right-hand side. And he's 0 for 1, hit by a pitch. And when he was hit by a pitch, the bases were loaded, so he picked up an RBI, his 43rd of the year, eventually scored in a 4-run second. First pitch is outside, ball 1. In the 6th inning tonight, Milwaukee leads Pittsburgh 5-4. Aramis Ramirez, his 8th home run of the year. For Milwaukee, Neil Walker is 9th for Pittsburgh. 1-0. Breaking ball on the outside edge for a strike, 1-1. The Bucks today acquired outfielder Marlon Byrd and catcher John Buck from the Mets today. Both are having pretty good years. Byrd, a career-high 21 home runs. 1-1 is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Hitting .285, and John Buck is somewhere in the neighborhood of 18 home runs this year as well. A good production from the catcher. 2 away here in the third. So that's a big trade for Pittsburgh. Breaking ball swung on and bounced left side foul. 2-2. He just missed it. Marlon Byrd, John Buck going from the Mets to Pittsburgh. And a deal where they would have had to have cleared waivers in order to be eligible for the trade. Nobody claimed them, obviously, and for postseason play for the Pirates. 2-2 to Frost. Breaking ball swung on, bounced out to short, rolled right up there to Mazzola. Throw to first, a little low, but they got Frost. Just got Frost by half a step. And the Goldeyes throw up a 0 on the Saints for the first time here tonight. No runs, a hit, another error. 3 of those tonight on the Winnipeg side. 1 left for St. Paul. We'll go to the bottom of 3. 7-1 Saints of the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Support your own. The Goldeyes and Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark, fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, and team-inspired Angry Fish Pilsner. All are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
Got all your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring.
No interest, no payments, no taxes. Biggest discounts ever. Free this, free that. No freight, no purchase necessary. Drive for free.
Overwhelmed with all the empty promises? At Andy Rewicki's Selkirk Chrysler Dodge Jeep, there are no gimmicks, just great deals on new and pre-owned vehicles. They're a family-run dealership that treats everybody like part of the family. Drop in and see for yourself where the true value lies. Andy Rewicki's Selkirk Chrysler Dodge Jeep, just a slap shot north of Winnipeg in sunny Selkirk, Manitoba. Or visit them at selkirkchrysler.com.
Well, we go to the bottom of the third inning. And the Goldeyes are trailing this one by 6, 7-1 St. Paul. Kevin Mesquite, Tyler Graham, and Phelan Lentini due up here. And Mesquite is the only player that hasn't batted in the game. First pitch, and he showed bunt, pulled back, took low, ball one. Kevin 2 for 4 on Sunday, had a home run, 3 RBI, a stolen base. He was our player of the game. And the 1-0 pitch is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Back to some scores in the National League. New York Mets, who swung a big deal today, sending Marlon Byrd and John Buck to the Pirates. The 2-0 is right down the middle for a strike. And it's 2-1. Our leading Philadelphia at Citi Field in Queens, New York, 5-0. That's in the 6th. St. Louis leading Cincinnati 2-0 in the second. Pitch is swung on and fouled away right side, and it is into the seats. Nice catch, I think, by a fan. Thought I saw a glove go up there. 2-2. San Francisco leading Colorado 3-0 in the first. Coming up at 8:40 tonight, Central Time, San Diego at Arizona. Ian Kennedy against his old team. Ian Kennedy 5-9 for San Diego. David Holmberg, no record for the Diamondbacks. 2-2. Swung on, fouled back on that breaking ball into the screen. In fact, for Holmberg, it's his major league debut. He was called up from Double-A Mobile yesterday. 9-10 tonight. Chicago at Los Angeles. Travis Wood 7-10 for the Cubs. And Clayton Kershaw 12-7 for the Dodgers. 2-2 is low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Interleague play, Atlanta 2, Cleveland no score. That's in the 6th inning. And that's your look at the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring. Mesquite having a good look here at Anthony Claggett. Into the full wind, 3-2. Swung on, and that's chopped foul at the plate. And we do it again, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So far this year, the Goldeyes are 6-4 against the Saints.
Come on, Kevin.
They are 3-1 against the Saints here at home. They have 3 straight wins against St. Paul. 3-2 is outside. There's a leadoff walk. First walk issued by Anthony Claggett. And Tyler Graham, the batter. He has a double and a run scored. Winnipeg trailing 7-1. And we're in the bottom of 3 here tonight. We have not quite played 3 innings, and we are just about an hour old. And Tyler Graham, a hustle double back in the first. First pitch. And he pushed a bunt out toward first. It's picked up by Claggett coming off the mound. And Claggett will underhand it to first. And Graham is out. And he was bunting for a hit there, so sacrifice, and up to second base goes Mesquite. Phelan Lentini will step up on the right-hand side. An RBI double for him tonight. He's driven in the lone Winnipeg run. You know, as we've said many times before, it begs repeating here in this scenario. You don't have to get all 6 back, but if you can try to chip away, 1 here, 2 there, next thing you know, 1 swing away from maybe tying the baseball game or taking the lead. First pitch is low and inside, ball 1. Again, Gabe Aguilar throwing in the bullpen for Winnipeg. We'll see if he comes in and enters in the 4th, or whether the Goldeyes try to get another 3 outs out of Taylor Suet. 1-0. Swung on, ground ball right side to his left, Frost, and he can't make the pickup. It was a tough play. He was moving to his left or right. He knows he's got Lentini, a pretty quick runner, to deal with. He had to make a quick play on it, and he just couldn't pick up the baseball. Knocked it down, though, to keep Mesquite from scoring, and it's just 90 feet for Mesquite to advance from second to third. So runners on the corners, an infield single for Lentini, who has his second hit of the night. And here's Sherundle DeCaster. And DeCaster is 0 for 1 tonight, and he hit into a double play. Lined out to Frost, and then Lentini got doubled off of second. And I was back in the first inning. Cleggett from the stretch. A pause, first pitch. Low and inside, ball 1. And DeCaster batting .238, a homer and 6 driven in since rejoining the team from a season in Mexico. 1-0. Swung on, lined over third into left field for a base hit. Mesquite will come in to score. It will make it 7-2. And DeCaster's 7th run batted in. This happens on an RBI single. And for Sherundle DeCaster, this is game 17. And now it's Ryan Scoma with runners at first and second. And the Goldeyes are down by 5 with 1 out in the inning. And Scoma 0 for 1 tonight. He steps in from the left-hand side. And Cleggett will look in. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Good fastball right there. And it's 0-1. Scoma was 6 for 23 in the road trip. He also drew 8 walks in the 7 games. The 0-1. Swung on, fouled back, and it's 0-2. He had a good hack on that one. The 8 for 23, a .348 average. He's hitting .347 on the year. And Ryan second in the league in batting average. Abel Nieves of Wichita at .359, then Scoma at .347. 0-2, swing and a miss, and Scoma down on strikes. Second strikeout tonight for Cleggett, and here's Ray Sadler, who hit a double off the wall his first trip. 7-2 St. Paul in front. Sadler will step up and in from the right side. Great crowd here tonight. It's really filled in nicely. I would say there'll be close to 6,500 here tonight. And Sadler steps in from the right side. Cleggett from the stretch. Runners at first and second. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Lentini at second. DeCaster's at first. Oh, if you're thinking about it, yeah, I am too. The Goldeyes could really use a 3-run blast right here, couldn't they? Cleggett will come set. A 1-0. Swing and a miss, and that breaking ball, and it's 1-1. Sadler leads the team with 18 homers and 64 RBI. 7-2 St. Paul. We're in the bottom of 3. 2 away, 2 on the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that fastball up in the zone, and it's 1-2. Sadler batting .262 on the year. And hitting is a Goldeye, .294. And this, the 1-2. Swung on, punched out toward right, but right at Donald Blunt, and he will make the catch. 4 out, number 3. And this is 53rd game. Now the Goldeyes get a run, but no more. 1 run, 2 hits, and they leave a pair. We'll go to the 4th, 7-2 St. Paul, the Goldeyes Radio Network.
From the diamond to the driveway, from weekend warrior to world-class pro, local athletes are choosing Manitoba pork for peak performance. Loaded with lean, high-quality protein and essential vitamins and minerals, pork is a powerhouse of nutrition for serious athletes. For a real competitive edge, choose Manitoba pork, fueling today's athletes. Learn more about pork for peak performance at manitobapork.com.
Ken Plain for Avalon. Do you have cracked basement walls, seepage problems, uneven floors, or sticking doors? Avalon is Western Canada's oldest and largest foundation repair company. Because Avalon repairs more basements than any other company, you shouldn't even think about having your basement repaired without talking to Avalon first. Call the people you can trust at 783-2500.
In business, every day is an opportunity to ask, where do you go from here? Is this the year to expand your business, or do you focus on current operations? At MMP, our market information, industry insights, and proven business and tax methodologies will provide you with the knowledge you need to achieve your vision, realize opportunities, and make the most of what's to come. MMP, wherever business takes you. Learn more at mmp.ca.
The stats, the stories, and every swing for the fences. It's Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290, tsn1290.ca.
Well, to the 4th we go. Dan Kozrowski, Brandon Tripp, the DH, and Brian Bergman. 2, 3, 4 in the order. 7-2 St. Paul leads it. Taylor Suet is in fact out for his 3rd inning. First pitch is right down the middle for a strike. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along. Eric Fritchie is our producer-operator back at our flagship station in South Winnipeg, TSN 1290. And the 0-1. Half a swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says Pat McLaughlin, our home plate umpire. It's 0-2. And Riley Lachuk is operating on our CJ radio station, CJ 107.5 in Gimli, CJ 97.1 in Neepawa, and CJ 104.5 in Swan River. 0-2 is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kozrowski tonight, 1 for 2, an infield single. Got to second on an error. Goldeyes made 3 of those tonight. He's also scored a run. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and fouled away right side. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, Winnipeg has not looked very sharp tonight, particularly the first 2 innings, all the way around. Pitching, defense, hitting. Base running. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And on the pitch, breaking ball, swung on and fouled away. That will get into the seats. Nice catch by a fan. Beautiful. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And on the pitch, breaking ball, swung on, popped up. Shallow center, Mesquite going back, calling off Graham. He's underneath it as the second baseman makes the catch. And there's 1 away, and here comes Rick Forney, and that might be it for Taylor Suet, who's come in and cauterized the wound, as they say here tonight. Came in and stopped the bleeding. And he should get paid off nicely, as the Goldeyes are going to match up lefty-lefty here with Aguilar and Brandon Tripp. So Taylor Sewett's debut as a Goldeye is a success. And he'll leave with one out here in the fourth, and Aguilar's night will start when we start back in 60 seconds. Call the bullpen being made, 7-2 St. Paul on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Follow the passion that is sports for football.
He's got separation, makes the catch to the 30. Now it's a foot race to the 20, to the 10, and he is in for the touchdown.
For hockey.
Now an opportunity for Andrew Ladd. Bufflin's going to join in. This is a full-fledged 2-on-1. Ladd, can he win it? No, Bufflin will! And the Jets win it!
This is your home for complete sports coverage.
Swung on, and that is blasted out to right field. On the run goes Gaston. He'll turn, look up, pucker up, and kiss it goodbye.
Sports, and more sports.
I take it that he is happily playing here.
They find a way to get it done for the good of the group.
Shall we just call this a mid-body injury?
Well, you're
17 seconds.
He got it in joules. Nothing but sports.
Touchdown! Scores!
We're about all sports, all the time. All the time.
He simplified the passing game.
TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, Gabe Aguilar is the new pitcher for Winnipeg. Taylor Sewett's done. Taylor goes 2 innings in his Goldeyes debut tonight. Allows a hit, no runs. No walks and a couple of strikeouts, and he gives way to Aguilar. This pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. Here's Brandon Tripp. He's 2 for 2 tonight, and he'll face a left-hander for the first time. He had both hits off Jason Jarvis, and Tripp, a single and a run scored in the first, and then a 2-run single in the second. Saints lead at 7-2. And they have their short. And the first pitch is a breaking ball that's in there for a strike. The Goldeyes have had their shortest start of the year tonight. Saints have got off the bus and scored 3 in the first, 4 in the second, helped along by some shoddy defense. And the 0-1 pitch is a fastball outside. Ball 1, 1-1. Gabe Aguilar is from El Paso, Texas. 23 years old, born in 1990. 5'8", 165. 1-1. Breaking ball, swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. And for Gabe, he will make his 23rd appearance of the year. 1-0 with a 5.31 ERA. Allowed 58 hits in 39 innings. 1-2. Breaking ball is outside, 2-2. 23 earned runs, only 8 walks allowed, 20 strikeouts, 4 homers given up, opposition batting .341 against him. And he'll be asked, I'm sure, to give the Goldeyes 3 or 4 innings here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. Breaking ball rolled out toward first. And it's off the chest of Harther, but he finds it by his feet, going 1 step to his left. Aguilar just kept going toward the bag. Fortunately, he did. And Harther will just underhand it to Aguilar, and they'll be 2 away. So, you know, as you always teach kids, knock the ball down, get in front of it. You can always still make the play, as Harther did there. And the other good thing is Aguilar never gave up on it, went straight to the bag for the second chance, and the Goldeyes get Brandon Tripp. Here's Brian Bergamy, and they'll turn him around. He's a switch hitter. He's had 2 trips from the left side. First pitch swinging in the first, developed into a 3-run home run. And then he walked his second trip and now stands in from the right side for the first time. In his 3rd plate appearance of the night, takes low for ball 1. 2 away here in the 4th. 7-2 St. Paul. Each team with 5 hits. Pitch. Breaking ball is inside, 2-0. Now the Goldeyes have made 3 errors. On a beautiful night in the capital of Manitoba. 2 balls and no strikes to Bergamy. Pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Ryan Bergamy is from Lawton, Oklahoma. was with the York Revolution of the Atlantic League. Pitches swung on and missed. Good changeup, and it's 2-2. And was down in Campeche in the Mexican League. Born in 1981. And the pitch is just outside. 3-2. So 32 years old. He just turned 32 in June. Count runs full to him, 3-2. And Aguilar will come set. And the lefty kicks and the payoff. Breaking ball swung on and bounced out in front of the mound. Picked up by Gabe Aguilar. He throws to first. And between he and Suet, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4th inning of the St. Paul Saints. And it's a zeros across the board type of inning that the Goldeyes throw up for the second straight time. And we'll see if they can get a little closer by getting back on the stick when we come back. Bottom of the 4th is next. Saints lead it 7-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Going on vacation can be exciting.
Bon voyage, Winnipeg.
But when you're miles away from Winnipeg, the last thing you want to worry about is the security of your home. That's why Commissionaires Manitoba offers a house watch service. They'll do an interior and exterior patrol of your property, bring in your mail, remove snow from your car, even water your plants. Don't leave your house to chance. Leave it to the Commissionaires. Go to commissionaires.nb.ca.
This summer, Boston Pizza has introduced new meteor, fall off the bone ribs, baked in one of 6 tasty rib sauces, like Jack Daniel's barbecue, honey garlic, and our new Pizza Q. So come on down to your local Boston Pizza. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring every rib neck you know, because these damn there ribs are good goody. Boston Pizza, if you ain't ribbing, you ain't living. Woo-wee!
Excuse me, it's my first day. Where's the copier?
It's not a copier, it's a Rico!
Okay.
Since Milne Office Systems tailored a Rico document management solution to our office, we've all been a little sensitive about our Rico.
The print quality's amazing.
The training from Milne was first class.
It's totally reliable, and we're saving money every month. So don't call it a copier.
It's a Rico!
Rico, the leading edge of business technology. Made easy by Milne Office Systems. Online at milneoffice.com.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Josh Mazzola to lead it off against Anthony Cleggett. 7-2 St. Paul. Mazzola, Harther, and Allen due up here. And Mazzola lined out his first trip, so he's 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. Mazzola was 9 for 28 on the road trip. A .321 average. And the pitch. Swung on, chopper out towards short again. Coming in Haregrove. He makes the running pickup and a throw to first. A little low, but dug out nicely by Bergamy. 1 down. And the bottom of the 4th is officially underway with 1 out. And Casey Harther, the batter. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He struck out. Wow, there's almost 7,000 people here tonight. And it looks like it. 6,936. 69-36. First pitch to Harther. Swung on and fouled away right side. And unemployed. Yeah, just a little bit shy of 7,000 tonight. That's a great crowd. The 0-1 is on the outside edge for a strike. 0-2. They're waiting for something to happen here tonight. Like it's only a 5-run lead. The 0-2 is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And you're in the bottom of the 4th inning. But you're facing a pretty good pitcher. 3rd best ERA in the league, Anthony Cleggett. 1-2. Is low, 2-2. Arthur batting .309, 10 homers, 62 driven in. Second most RBI on the team. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and that's fouled at the plate. Two and two. Arthur was 2 for 4 on Sunday, scored a couple of runs, drove in a run. He got hot. On a 3-game hitting streak. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up. Right field, Donald Blunt coming in. And now he'll slow up, but he gives way to Adam Frost, the second baseman back there in right, to make the catch for out number 2. And here is Luis Allen. And Allen, 0 for 1 tonight. He bounced out to short. And he'll stand in for the right-hand side. Luis 8 for 22 on the road trip. He hit 3 home runs. And the first pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. Nothing and 1 to Luis Allen. On the pitch. Swung on, line to center field, but right at Hankemeyer. And he'll make the catch for out number 3. The Goldeyes have hit some balls hard here tonight, but they found gloves of St. Paul Saints. And we're through 4. We'll go to the 5th with a special guest when we come back. Saints lead at 7-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
If insurance brokers were rated like ball players, Winnipeg Insurance Brokers would be batting 1,000. They're the pros you can count on for complete protection of your home, business, vehicles, and even that dream trip. Get free quotes and helpful tips at WinnipegInsuranceBrokers.com or visit one of their 2 locations. Winnipeg Insurance Brokers, helping you protect the things you love. Peace of mind starts at WinnipegInsuranceBrokers.com, a wholly owned subsidiary of Assiniboine Credit Union.
I'm Larry McIntosh. Did you know that Peak of the Market vegetables are grown in Manitoba? Well, they are. 100% Manitoba grown with no exceptions. Peak of the Market's Manitoba family farms are all located within 100 miles of Winnipeg. Peak of the Market, always local and proud of it.
Very west from Manitoba, it's Peak of the Market.
Hey, it's Ken, and there's a lot of ground to cover out here on the farm. You got to stay connected. I'll tell you what Ken would do. Ken would keep a 2-way radio all through the day. Very mobile as the Kenwood 2-way radios that'll keep you talking. Tough, long range, long battery life, and even hands-free. 2-way radios from Kenwood. It's what Ken would do, and you should too.
After the sale, it's the service that counts. Prairie Mobile, your Kenwood authorized dealer.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290, TSN1290.ca. Brought to you in part by South Beach Casino. Like it, love it.
Well, we go to the 5th inning. We welcome you back down to downtown Winnipeg. 7-2, St. Paul leading the Goldeyes. And it's Joey Becker, Donald Blunt, and Andy Hankemeyer due up here for the St. Paul Saints against Gabe Aguilar, who came and got the last 2 outs of that last inning. He's the 3rd pitcher for Winnipeg here tonight. And we get about midway point of this game. Special guest here tonight. Everybody just knows her. I don't even need to get your hyphenated last name. It's just Kathy O. Everybody knows who you are. Kathy O. Yeah. Oh, it's Kathy. Oh. Kathy Overton Clapton. No, I said that wrong.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, first pitch is swung on and missed. Kathy Overton Clapham is my guest.
Passed.
Passed what?
Like you said the name correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
awesome.
good. Thanks. She's a curler. She's been one of the top curlers in the province for, I won't say years, I'll say decades. Pitches on the outside edge for strike. And I know that that makes you sound like you're really old. But to me, it just tells about the longevity of the high level, the elite level of curling that you played at for all of these years. Pitches outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. And Aguilar will come set in the pitch. Just swung on and missed. It's 1-2. So, hey, this is a thrill for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm super excited to be in here. First time ever inside this room, but I've obviously been to some Goldeyes games, and so thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, did you play baseball at all as a kid growing up?
I did, actually. You know, it's funny, my kids are so into soccer, and baseball's not as big for them at their age, but that's all I played was baseball, and it was softball.
Sure. Pitches outside, 2-2. I always tell this story, too, and it's one of the reasons why when you look at the demographic of baseball and you take a survey here of just our market in Winnipeg and why it's 50-50 male and female, and the reason for that is the 2-2 is swung on, bounced left side. That's going to get through the hole between second or between short and third, and it's a base hit for Joey Becker, and that is because so many women, now it's changed a little bit because there's so many more girls involved in hockey, and I even know that there's women playing football. But back sort of in our day, when you went and you were involved in phys ed or even recess, the girls played with the boys in one sport, really, and that was baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I love watching the kids play soccer, and I wish that was introduced as well, just to have had a chance to play. But, yeah, it was baseball for sure.
Here is Donald Blunt. Sixth hit given up by St. Paul. Runner on the move. Pitch is swung on, and a high chopper left side is foul, and it's strike one on Blunt, who is 0 for 2 here tonight. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about curling, but more importantly, we're going to talk a little bit about a curling foundation. And I think I speak for a lot of people here. Kathy, I'm a curling fan. You can ask my wife. We watch the men's as closely as we watch the women's. Let's just say that, okay? And through the 90s, I don't know that there was a better rink than Sandra Schmerler's Regina rink for all of those years. The 0-1 is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. And, I mean, they dominated. They dominated the nation and the world. And Sandra, well, she died way too early, and she died quickly. And she was such an ambassador for the game as well on the women's side. She was a great interview. She was a mom. She was everything, wasn't she? And you knew her personally, did you not?
Yes, very well, actually, yeah.
As Aguilar comes set, and the pitch is outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Okay, first off, when did Sandra die? Because it's many years ago now.
2000, actually. We were at the Scotties in Prince George, and I remember the girls being there, and because the foundation did start in 2001, so, yeah, it was back then.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is swung on and missed, and Blunt down on strikes, and that's a strikeout here for Gabe Aguilar. So for those that don't know it, we have a lot of American listeners here because of all the players in the game. Sandra Schmerler was a great Canadian athlete who passed away far too early, and she was perhaps one of the best Canadian women curlers ever. Would that be fair?
Yeah, the whole team, actually, I don't know that anyone's ever going to match their record. They were a 3-time Canadian and world champion and Olympic gold medalist, and that's going to be pretty tough to beat or match.
And they throw over to first base, and Becker, who is 4 for 6 on the base paths this year, is back in time. We're in the 5th inning, 7-2 St. Paul, 1 out. Here's Andy Henkemeyer. And not only that, but she was a darling of fans right across the country, not just in her home province of Saskatchewan, but everybody cheered for Sandra Schmerler, right?
They sure did. And you know what? When the team continued on after Sandra's passing, they certainly kept all the fans. The team did themselves, and certainly they were always pulling for that team for sure.
Bunt attempt by Henkemeyer goes foul, and it's strike 1. Okay, so you're involved with the foundation. You said it started in 2001, the year after Sandra's passing. And what does it do? And just tell me a little bit about the foundation, Kathy O.
Okay, the foundation obviously is a nonprofit, and it raises money for babies in crisis and need. Babies born too small, too early, too soon is their slogan. And we had an opportunity.
Breaking ball is swung on and missed, and they throw down to second and get Becker on the caught stealing. So there'll be 2 away here. And it looks to me like it's a 2-4 on the caught stealing, and it's strike 2 here on Henkemeyer. So continue.
We had an opportunity with the scholars, John Mead and myself, and the 6 scholars to visit the Children's Hospital yesterday and visit the neonatal floor and see the babies in crisis. And just to give you an idea what the foundation does, they donate the money to the hospitals for equipment for these babies. And as an example, one of the beds for the babies was $75,000. So it really does put a little bit of in your, when you realize how much those things are costing. And so it was an eye-opener for sure for myself. And I'm really glad that we had the opportunity to go in and visit the hospital.
Okay, now you're here tonight with John Mead, another great Manitoba curler. And you talked about scholars. So who are you with here tonight?
Okay, so the 6 scholars that won the Sandra Schmiller Awards, 2 from Winnipeg, Derek Riniak and Shannon Burchard. Alberta has Jocelyn Peterman that was selected, Kathleen Ward from New Brunswick, Matt Smith from Kenora, and did I name 6?
You've got a New Brunswick, 2 Manitobans, an Albertan, a Kenoran, so you need one more.
Oh no, I did say her. Kristen Streifel from Saskatoon.
Okay.
So we've had a busy few days training. We have been on at the Fort Rouge ice the last couple of days. We are here tonight. We're at the Children's Hospital. We had a workout today at Focus Fitness.
Okay.
So it's been an awesome 2 days, and I think the scholars have really enjoyed themselves, as John and I both have.
3 balls and 2 strikes here to Hinkemeyer. The pitch is a breaking ball that's outside. That's ball 4. So, you've had a workout. You've got to the hospital. You've had, a little orientation. Now, as good curlers would do, did you sit back and have you had a beer tonight?
I did.
Good for you.
It was a Michelob Ultra, though.
Okay.
Yeah, better than the Gatorade they had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just one. One won't hurt
just one.
Yeah. Here's Trevor Haregrove, and he's 1 for 1 here tonight with a sacrifice. He reached on an error, as the Goldeyes have made 3 of those tonight. It's a walk issued by Aguilar, the first walk. And it's a 2-out free pass here in the 5th. First pitch is swung on and missed. Okay, back to the scholars again. Alberta, a couple from Manitoba. Kenora is still sort of part of our region, too, so we have 3. Do you have to be a curler, and are you going to school? And sort of how does all the scholarship end up working, and what's the criteria for somebody to have scholarship money from the Sandra Schmirler Foundation? Pitch is swung on and fouled away right side. 0-2 here to Haregrove.
Just FYI, that ball went in our box there.
Right into your sky suite?
Yeah, they got it.
Okay, good.
There was a great response with the applications. John and I didn't get to see all of them. It was kind of narrowed down to so many. And there was a criteria. There was certain grade average that had to be met. It was graduated from grade 12, university or post-secondary school. There was a video that they had to present numerous questions with so many, not an essay, but so many words needed to be in those answers. So obviously the 6 scholars that were chosen had excellent applications.
Pitch is bounced foul, and it's a ball and 2 strikes on Haregrove. Do you have to be a curler, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for you and John Mead, how are you guys involved in the foundation? Do you have a title? Are you just volunteers? Are you the Winnipeg reps, the Manitoba reps? How are you involved in the foundation?
Well, this is new for the foundation. This is the first year for it, so it's new for everyone.
The scholarship process?
Yes.
Okay.
And Jonathan and my role as well is obviously new because the scholarships are new, but we were approached and asked if we would be mentors, and as the foundation calls us champions, so that is what our title is with the foundation, and we're just to help the scholars along the way with their curling careers and help any way they can with the transition with school and the curling, and they're all doing a fundraiser for the foundation that John and I will help along the way as well, and just to be super supportive for them and help them along the way.
Excellent. Pitch is fouled off the end of the bat. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Haregrove here. We're in the 5th inning. A runner at first base. 2 outs. It's 7-2 St. Paul in the opener of this 4-game series. My guest is Kathy Overton Clapham. Kathy O, as we know her here. As Aguilar will come set. And the pitch is swung on and fell back to the screen. And we do it again. Haregrove batting 138 on the year, a right-handed batter. So, I mean, you were on the ice today. It was 33 today, and you guys were in a curling rink. I was at a hockey rink with my oldest guy this morning anyway.
Were you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was probably a good spot to be today.
It was. Absolutely it was. It was pretty hot, and a lot of the places with air conditioning couldn't really keep up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really only a couple, 3 weeks a year that we kind of get this type of weather. We're getting it at the end of August. Pitch is low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Okay, so have you enjoyed your time as a champion with the foundation, and how's it doing? Is it as strong as ever, and is the name Sandra Schmirler as strong as ever?
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't be more excited and proud to be part of the foundation. It's a learning experience for us as well. We have 6 great scholars. We couldn't have asked for a better 6 group of curlers, talented, smart. It's exciting for us, and really have enjoyed the last 2 days. I had everyone over at my place last night for a barbecue, and it was just great to be with them the last 2 days.
Sure. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Haregrove, and the fans are trying to get into this a little bit. Goldeyes have a left-hander up in the bullpen in Pete Gailey. The 3-2 pitch swung on and popped up, and it will drift over by the Saints dugout, go off the roof and into the seats. Now, listen, here's a question I have. I don't know if you have an answer for this, Kathy O, or not, but any curling fan that followed Sandra in her Regina rink, her Saskatchewan rink, and Canadian champs and Olympic champs and all of that, knew she was married and knew she was the mother of 1 child, and I'm just wondering how her husband is doing and how that baby's doing, who's probably not a baby anymore, is probably mid-teens.
Yeah, they're both, I think they're 15 and 16.
The kids.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying, I might be a little off with their age, and
that'd be around there, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. She had 97, so one would be 17, 16, 17. Sarah was a couple years younger. Shannon, her husband, I haven't seen him in a little bit, but he is still part of the foundation. He's still involved.
Okay.
Doing well, I think. Obviously, it was a big challenge for him raising the girls, and I know Sandra's mother was still a big part of their growing up. When I've played in Regina since Sandra's passing, her mom's always come out to watch, and we've had conversations. So I think the family's doing awesome and growing strong.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. It's nice to see them because they're around, and I know that Joan and Jan and Marcy are still very good friends. They'll still play together. I had the opportunity to play with them in the Spiel there a few years back, and I know that all the kids curl together. The girls' kids all play together, so it certainly is great to
3-2
see.
is swung on and missed. It is great to see. That's great to hear. Hang around. I got a few more for you.
Okay,
all right.
super.
Another half inning here.
Yeah.
You want another Mick Light? Just to kind of make you feel comfortable
My
here?
water's good, thanks.
Kathy Overton Clapham is our guest here. We're talking about the Sandra Schmirler Foundation. They've come out to reward their scholarship recipients with a game here between the Goldeyes and the Saints. For the Saints, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of 5, 7-2 St. Paul on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
If I said to you, you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Well, not if you got the body work done at Maury Auto Body, because beautiful body work is what they do best. They're not part of some giant chain, so they treat every customer like their only customer, and that means attention to detail like you wouldn't believe. Frame straightening, expert refinishing, even boat repairs, painting, and deckling. Maury Auto Body does it all and does it right. Really right. Right where you'd expect them to be, at 700 Maury. These guys hit it right out of the park.
Most days, you can predict what life's going to throw at you.
He's 2 for 2 at bat so far today.
But every once in a while...
Strike! Oh, he did not see that coming.
When life throws you a curveball, Ranger Insurance will protect what's important to you. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, they have a plan that fits your needs. Ranger Insurance. Putting relationships first. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
When it comes to pizza, it's all a popularity contest. That Santa Lucia pizza keeps winning. Talk about popular. Santa Lucia has been voted best pizza in Winnipeg by Uptown magazine readers for 8 straight years and winner of the Consumer Choice Award for best pizza restaurant for 7 years. So, for dine-in, takeout, or home delivery, go with Winnipeg's most popular and best pizza. Santa Lucia Pizza.
You see, the best ingredients make the best pizza.
Bottom of the 5th inning, we welcome you back. My name is Paul Edmonds, along with Kathy Overton Clapham. Kathy O, as we're talking about the Sandra Schmirler Foundation, and the Scholarship Award winners are here tonight in a Sky Suite, along with John Meade, Kathy O, 2 of this province's best curlers in the last 20 years. I don't know, maybe longer. I won't go any further than that. Okay? 20 okay?
Good.
Yeah, okay. Here's Kevin Mesquite, first pitch. 7-2 St. Paul leading. Pitches outside. Ball 1. One more thing about Sandra, and, I think the most poignant memory that I have of all of that success of her and her rink from Regina, and, as Canadian champs, world champs, Olympic champs, as the pitch is in there for a strike, it's 1-1. The one where she made the shot, and as it was going down, she was she was in tears. She was shaking and in tears. Was that the gold medal shot? Was that the triple she made to win the gold medal? Do you remember that one I'm talking about?
I have one thought, the one that she played in the trials, the in-off against Shannon Clyburn.
That was it.
Yeah,
yes,
that was in
it.
Brandon.
Yes, that was it.
And they thought they won right after that shot, and they all calmed down after that. But yeah, that was certainly the turning point in that game, because they weren't controlling that game at that time.
Pitch outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. One thing about her is she had the ability to make some circus shots, pistols of shots, in those late ends when you really needed it, Kathy.
Yeah, curling, skipping curling team is in a unique position. You really have to have the stomach to throw that last one, and she certainly was one of those people that could.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Mesquite. He's walked and scored tonight. And Claggett will rock, kick, and the payoff pitch is swung on and bounced out toward third. Off the glove of Becker, trickles back in behind him, and Mesquite will be aboard on the Saints' first error of the night, E5. And the Goldeyes will go back to the top of the order in Tyler Graham, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Okay, I am friends, and also he is a corporate partner, not only in curling, but of the Winnipeg Goldeyes, Simon Saper, who you would know. Also a big curling supporter. He has always hit me up for a prize for the Sandra Schmirler Foundation golf tournament in the area every year. I don't know if you're involved in that, too.
No,
pitch actually. Swung on and ripped out toward left center. On the run is Kazrowski. He will make the catch. And heading back to first base is Mesquite. A long drive by Graham, but Kazrowski got there in the alley to make the catch for out number 1, and here's Phelan Lentini.
The golf tournament actually was a 6-year process that they did, so it wasn't run this year.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny, we talked about it at the fundraiser ideas for the scholars, and Derek Ariniak was talking about maybe getting back involved with that. So who knows if that's something that he's going to do, but yeah, this year there was not a golf tournament.
That's why Simon never hit me up for a prize
this
year. Here's Phelan Lentini, who's 2 for 2 here tonight. The Goldeyes need to get a couple runs and make this a little bit closer as we get to the bottom of this 5th inning with 1 out, 1 on. First pitch is in there for a strike. My guest is Kathy Overton Clapham, Kathy O. She skipped Manitoba at the Scotties in 2011, and that must have been a thrill.
Yeah, it was really exciting. Yeah, it really... it was late putting a team together, and I got, a great bunch of girls, and, luck was on our side that week, and we were able to pull that Scotties off.
It just swung on and fell back. It's 0-2. Well, I wouldn't say that luck for 1 week because, you threw this team together late. You had to qualify to get into the provincial Scotties. Then you won that, and then you got to go off. I mean, you had to get hot for a couple, 3, 4, 5 weeks at some point. You guys had to curl pretty well in order to win the province just to get out of Manitoba.
Yeah, we did, and we had a late change just before provincials because Brianne on our team won the Manitoba Juniors, so she had to go on to play in the junior championship that conflicted with our provincial. So, we were fortunate enough to pick up Karen Porritt, just before that. So we didn't even play with Karen prior to the provincial. So there was obviously luck on our side for sure. But yes, there was. We did have a great event.
It just swung on and missed, and Cleggett picks up his third strikeout as Lentini goes down. And here's Sherundle DeCaster, who was 1 for 2 tonight with an RBI single. And Cleggett will come set, throws over to first, and Mesquite back in time. 1 on, nobody in. 7-2 St. Paul, there's 2 away. And now we find out the horrors. In May, there's an announcement that you're going to join Calgary's Crystal Webster's team. So, my question is, pitch is swung on in line right back up the middle for a base hit. Mesquite around second, heading for third. The throw from Hinkelmeyer will go there. It won't be in time. DeCaster has a couple of hits. And Ryan Scoma will be the batter with runners on the corners. So you've joined Calgary's Crystal Webster's rink. You did that in May.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be her third.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got many questions from this. You weren't comfortable being your own skip on your own rink, and you're more comfortable going back to playing third, where you played a lot, for Jennifer, obviously, for all those years.
Yeah, right? I certainly love the third role, and skipping isn't my thing. You're by yourself at the other end, and it's a little bit lonely. I will admit that, and I actually was going to take a little bit of time away, hoping just to spare on tour. Everyone's needing a spare, and Crystal sent me an email asking if I can give her a call, and it was the end of April, and so I did, and I had to think about it for a couple of days. I had been in touch with a couple other teams, and I was, going back and forth, and I just thought it was going to be a great opportunity and kind of my last hurrah, so...
Okay, first 2 pitches missed to Ryan Scoma, 2 balls and no strikes. Scoma is 0 for 2 here tonight. Okay, so listen. You're not changing your driver's license, are you?
I did, yeah.
To Alberta?
Huh.
Oh. Did you move to Calgary?
Yes. Haven't, not next week, the week after. What's going to happen is I'll be back in Winnipeg, obviously, to see my family. How it's going to work right now, it's going to be Tuesday and Wednesdays. Heading back there, so I'm here for those 2 days, and it's just going to be a really busy time, and hopefully it all pays off at the end.
The 2-1 to Scoma. Swung on, that's hit out toward left field, but it hung up in the air, and Keselowski will make the catch, and the Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of the 5th. I'm not done with you.
No.
No, I need another half inning here, if you don't mind.
No, that's okay.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 goal, or 1 Saints error. The Goldeyes will strand 2. We'll go to the 6th. My guest is Kathy O. We're talking a little bit about her career and her playing for a Calgary team coming up, because there is a very big year in curling coming up, especially with a major event in Winnipeg in December. We'll tell you about that when we come back. 7-2 St. Paul on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
You love your steak, but what else do you really know about it? If you believe the redder the meat, the fresher it is, or that shipping it from across the world is best, it's time for re-education. Learn what quality really means from your beef specialist, the Carver's Knife. All of their quality beef comes from local farmers, and it's properly aged to bring out the best flavor. Once you try a Carver's Knife steak, there's no going back. Know your meat and where it comes from. Get educated at the Carver's Knife, 1530 Regent Avenue West, and now open at 39 Marion Street in the Dominion Center Mall.
How has Sonova Credit Union found a way to kiss everyone who walks into our doors without being slapped with a harassment lawsuit? Well, we've got DOGs in our branches.
What's a DOG?
It's a Director of Greetings, and it's also a St. Bernard.
What, like Beethoven?
Yeah, like Beethoven.
So what else is Sonova good for?
How about no need for appointments ever?
Like ever?
Yes, ever. Bank brighter with Sonova Credit Union at one of our 11 branches throughout Manitoba.
She sang with poise and grace beyond her years.
And the fire continued to burn throughout the night.
Our 18-year championship drought is over, Winnipeg baseball fans.
With the best local, national, and international coverage, the Winnipeg Free Press is there for you. With an unrivaled art section and the best coverage in sports, because you care about what's happening in our city. The Winnipeg Free Press. Call 204-697-7001 to subscribe today. Emma
hits just keep on coming. On your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, we go to the 6th inning, and Pete Gailey will enter the baseball game. That will be it for Gabe Aguilar. And Gabe will go 1 2/3 here tonight. 7-2, St. Paul is in front. We go to the 6th. Fourth pitcher of the night is Gailey. This one got away from Winnipeg early. They gave up 3 in the first, 4 in the second. And Aguilar, 1 2/3 innings tonight. 1 hit, no runs, a walk, 3 strikeouts. The pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. 452-0909. And Gailey will make his first appearance since starting a week ago last night in St. Paul. The first pitch to Mayo is swung on and missed for strike 1. It's Mayo, Frost, and Kezrowski. 9-1-2 against the tall left-hander, 6'6". Pete Gailey from Flagstaff, Arizona. The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Mayo 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Kathy, I've just got to give some numbers here on Pete Gailey. We'll get back to your story here for a minute.
That's great. You got lots going on there.
Oh, yeah, we're busy here. This is Pete's first appearance out of the bullpen, his 18th appearance out of the year, or on the year. He made 18 appearances. He made 17 starts. He's 4-8 with a 5.13 ERA. 1-2 to Jeremy Mayo here, and Mayo will step back in. 114 hits, 93 innings pitched, 53 earned runs, 41 walks, 47 strikeouts. Opposition batting .311 against Pete Gailey. So he appears for the first time in a week. He makes his first relief appearance of the year after 17 starts. And he has a 2-2 count on Jeremy Mayo, the number 9 batter and right-handed swinging catcher for St. Paul, who lead 5 runs on Winnipeg, 7-2. Pitch is swung on, and that is hit to center field for a base hit. And Jeremy Mayo has a leadoff single in the top of this 6th inning. My guest is Kathy Overton-Clapham. She will curl out of Calgary this year for Crystal Webster and be her 3rd, and she showed me her Alberta driver's license. And, obviously, you've got to be a resident there. I don't know, do you work?
Yes, we have a Flatlanders Flooring here in Winnipeg.
You own that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did not know that.
I did not know that.
Need flooring.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be working with the sales out Calgary, Alberta, Edmonton, that area there. And my sister lives, and my brother both live in Calgary, so I'll be living with her.
Okay. The last time I ran into your sister, there was a major curling event here, and she was working the media lounge. And I guess I just happened to get, accreditation for the media lounge. Funny how that works.
Yeah.
Here's Adam Frost. He tried a bunt and fouled it back, and he bounces one out toward 3rd. Diving stop to his left by DeCaster, and he will throw to 2nd for 1. The relay down to 1, not in time. Frost beats it out. I've said many times, he's a very difficult guy to double off, but the Goldeyes get the lead runner. It goes 5-4. Nice diving stop by DeCaster at 3rd base. And here is Dan Kezrowski. And Kezrowski will step in from the right side. And Kezrowski 1 for 3 tonight. So they get the lead runner. There's one away here in the 6th. And they just missed on the relay from Mesquite down to Harther, getting Adam Frost, who got there by half a step on a bang-bang play. Now, it's a big year, I mentioned, in curling this year for everybody, men and women, because it's the Olympic year, or the Olympic trials year.
Mm-hmm.
And the Olympic trials will happen here in Winnipeg in December. So it's a big year for curling in the city. The pitch is swung on and missed, and a throw into right center field by Luis Allen. It just slipped out of his hand. And Rick Forney is going to come out, and I don't know if something happened to Luis there, whether he maybe pulled something or whether Rick is going to talk with the home plate umpire, Pat McLaughlin, about batter's interference. Now, Luis has gone down to one knee. It's a stolen base for Adam Frost. He has his 35th of the year. And now we're going to see the athletic therapist in Shane Zadibiak come out and attend to the Goldeyes catcher. But Rick will argue on batter's interference, which I did not see. To me, it just looked like Luis Allen just had a bad throw and it slipped out of his hand. And it went into right center field.
We need a replay.
Yeah, we don't get replays here on radio. That's the tough part. Listen to you. Do you know that they used to do curling, your sport, on radio? And they used to talk about it.
Picking.
Yeah, and they used to talk about sort of using the rocks around the house, and you would say, red is up at the 12, and then you've got two yellow over 2 and 3, almost like like a clock, right? Mm-hmm. So you can kind of visually, you can visually see where the rocks are in the house.
I think that was just a bad throw, as much as I'd like to defend the catcher.
Sure. Yeah, I think it just slipped out of his hand. Yeah. It's a hot night. You could probably get a little sweaty. And it's a stolen base here. Keselowski has strike one on him. And I want to get your thoughts and your comments on what I just said about the Olympic trials and a big year for men's and women's curling nationally, internationally. And that's the reason why you've gone out to join Crystal Webster's team, is it gives you the best chance to maybe, as a rink, qualify as Canada's representative at Sochi?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, the Olympics trials is the biggest event you can play in to qualify, obviously, for the Olympics, and the Olympics is the biggest event for any curler to be part of. There's only a select few that get the opportunity to do that, and to be held here in Winnipeg would just be, I know the Winnipeg teams that are going to be playing here, the Manitoba teams with Mike McEwen, Jeff Stoughton, and Chelsea Carey, and Jennifer Jones's team, it's just going to be one big, great show to be part of. And our team is lucky enough to play in the pre-trials. We're two teams.
Pitches line to center field, and it's off the glove of Mosquite, and it gets into center field for a single.
So we get the opportunity to play in the pre-trials that will be played in Kitchener. And there's 12 teams, and 2 teams advance to the Winnipeg trials. So we're certainly hoping we're one of those 2 teams. It's going to be a real tough event because it's the next 12 best teams in Canada. And, we just hope that we're lucky enough to come through that. You mentioned about the international teams. I'm pretty good friends with Eve Muirhead, so I talk to her regularly, and I know that her team is training above and beyond to be those medalists at the Olympics. So certainly the international teams have caught up to the Canadian women.
Sure.
I know the men aren't quite there, but it's still tough, the international for the men, but the women certainly have caught up, and the Canadian women's teams are going to have to try to widen that gap somehow because we've been in tough the last few world championships, or more than few. So certainly any Canadian team that comes through is going to have their hands full, but you always know that the rest of the world, west of Canada, is behind them.
2 pitches are swung on and missed by Brandon Tripp. Runners on the corners here for the Saints. They lead at 7-2. We're in the 6th inning. And Brandon Tripp is 2 for 3 here tonight. And he has a 2-run single back of the 2nd and a 4-run inning for the Saints. And they're threatening again with 1 away. And Pete Gailey going lefty-lefty against Brandon Tripp here. And Gailey will come set. Allen sits up outside. And the 0-2 is a breaking ball that's outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Where's Doherty Nordby? Hey?
Yeah, she doesn't curl anymore. I know she does teach out in Norway, and she's still around. I get the odd message every now and then from her, but she's still involved a little bit with the sport out there.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Brandon Tripp with that open stance from the left side. Gailey will come set, and the pitch is a little bit low. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Frost is at third. Keselowski with that single off the glove of Mesquite is over at first. And the Goldeyes have not been the team with any momentum here tonight at all. It's been all Saints, 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and fouled back, and it's still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, we have other guests coming in here today, too.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, about the 5th, 6th inning, we start the cocktail party in here.
Oh.
We have women arrive with feathered boas and, the tray of shooters usually follows after that.
Because nobody could see you. Yeah. Got it.
3 balls and 2 strikes. To Brandon Tripp. And Gailey will come set. And a pause, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Runner goes for second, and now will come home. Mazzola's throw is high, and Frost will slide in safely at home. So a stolen base by Kazrowski after the strikeout of Tripp, and then they're going to steal home as well.
Why did he throw that?
Well, he thought he could get the out at second base, and that would have prevented anybody from scoring. So they make it 8-2 to the St. Paul Saints. And it's a strikeout for Gailey. And Brian Bergamy, the batter. He's a switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty and Pete Gailey. 8-2 now for St. Paul, a 6-run lead. And it's back to their largest lead of the night. And Gailey will come set. First pitch is swung on and looped over first down the right field line. Foul. With the trials being in Winnipeg, I mean, obviously you would love to be one of the teams that gets invited here through other qualification in your hometown, wouldn't you?
Yeah, wouldn't it be awesome to be able to play in the MTS Center? Would be a dream, actually, to be able to play there. So certainly we're going to do everything we possibly can to be one of those teams.
Okay, and when are you leaving for Alberta sort of on this more permanent thing?
Well, I've really been busy the last couple of weeks. I just got home on Sunday from PEI. I was there teaching at camp.
Okay.
But I was in Edmonton on the weekend training with the girls, and I'm heading to Phoenix tomorrow.
Yeah, a lot of curling there.
Yeah, to see my mom and dad, have a little downtime, and then I go next week.
Okay.
So our first field next week is in Calgary, and thought we'd have a little family time, and really looking forward to that little break there. And, back on the ice next week.
Pitches on the outside edge for a strike. It's 1-2. I'm sure your husband's okay with this, otherwise you wouldn't be going. My question is, how are the kids with this?
Well, it's funny. I'd like to say they don't know any better because I've been curling since they've been born. My son loves curling. He loves getting to know all the curlers, and he does get to meet them all. He knows them well, so they're very, very supportive. My daughter, on the other hand, could be happy when I'm not playing. She'll be excited when I stop doing that. But she is coming with me a lot to Calgary. She's very close with my sister, so she'll be missing a little bit of school to be spending some time out there and to be with me. And but yeah, Andrew, they both come to all the Scotties growing up, so they're really familiar with being at the rink, and both very supportive. So, and of course my husband, I couldn't do it without his support.
1-2 pitch is a called third strike on the outside corner, and that is it for St. Paul. Back-to-back strikeouts for Gailey, but St. Paul will get back to a 6-run lead. They get a run on 2 hits, and they will leave 1. Kathy Overton-Clapham, thanks very much for stopping by. Congratulations to you and Jonathan Mead on your work with the Sandra Schmerler Foundation. Congratulations to all the scholarship winners that you have at the ball game tonight. Wish you all the best, of course, until you play Manitoba. With Crystal Webster, okay?
Excellent. I'll wear 2 jackets.
Okay.
I'll take off the Alberta one and have the Manitoba one on.
There's enough Manitobans in Alberta. You'll have a lot of people cheering for you. I know that for sure.
Well, thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Okay, Kathy Overton-Clapham is our guest. We'll take a timeout. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning when we come back. St. Paul leads at 8-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark. And I just don't mean on the field. I mean on Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes. Custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen-free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them at the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is our tradition.
Why drive to the border to pick up your parcels? Finally, there's a solution. A.D. Rutherford International's cross-border services. U.S. shipping address, customs clearance, and daily deliveries to and from North Dakota. Besides assisting commercial importers, they help individual buyers as well. Their competitive rates make your importing experience seamless, stress-free, and convenient. A.D. Rutherford International. Cleared and simple. Visit adrutherford.com or call 204-633-7207.
You like to shop around and ask,
is that the best you can do?
So do we. When it comes to windows, Best Windows and Doors doesn't go with just a single manufacturer. We shop around. Only the best quality, efficiency, and warranty will do. And only a few have it all. And that's all you'll find at Best Windows. So go ahead, shop around and ask,
is that the best you can do?
No doubt you'll find your way to Best Windows and Doors, where the best is all we do. 1676 St. James.
Bottom of the sixth inning, and the first pitch to Ray Sadler is outside for ball one. And the pitch from Anthony Cleggett, swung on, broken bat, looped out toward left center. That is going to drop for a base hit. And Ray Sadler has maybe started something here with a leadoff single as the Goldeyes give up a run in the top of the sixth inning. Sadler, Mazzola, and Harther for sure here. Sadler's second hit of the night. And the seventh hit for Winnipeg off of Anthony Cleggett. As we welcome you back to downtown, my thanks to Kathy Overton Clapham, who joined us for a couple of innings. Hey, Gary and Kansas City are tied at 2 in the seventh on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard, and that is good news here. The Goldeyes are not living up to their end of the bargain, though. First pitch to Mazzola is in there for a strike, and he is behind 0-1. He's 0 for 2 here tonight. Goldeyes giving up 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 more in this sixth. Cleggett will come set with activity in that St. Paul bullpen. 0-1 is a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Winnipeg getting runs in the first and third. Yes, the big score there is Gary and Kansas City are tied at 2 in the seventh. Goldeyes trail Gary by a game and a half in the wild card with, including tonight, 7 to go. Half a swing, and he went around, says home plate umpire Pat McLaughlin on Josh Mazzola, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Mazzola's lined out and bounced out tonight. And that was in the second and the fourth. 8-2 St. Paul. Right-hander throwing in the bullpen. Cleggett will come set. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, and that's fouled the plate. And we do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Warm night here in downtown Winnipeg. And we're exposed to and expecting temperatures like this all week. Cleggett will come set. I think it's Mackenzie King down there. Pitch is swung on, bounce left side by a diving Becker into left field for a base hit. And now the Goldeyes have the first 2 guys aboard here, trailing by 6. And Casey Harther, the batter. And Harther will stand in from the right-hand side. And Harther, 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out and popped out. I know I've said it a couple of times, but all of a sudden you get some instant offense here, and you're back in this baseball game, and this guy's got 10 home runs this year, and one of the many guys that could do it. And Cleggett will come set, and the first pitch is swung on and popped up. And that might be playable for the first baseman, Brian Bergamy, over toward the seats, foul territory. He makes the catch, and Harther's out on 1 pitch. And the batter is Luis Allen. Other scores tonight, Fargo leading Amarillo 7-5 in the 6th. Wichita leading Lincoln 7-0 in the 6th. Sioux City in front of Sioux Falls 4-1 in the 6th. And Grand Prairie ahead of El Paso 5-2 in the 7th on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. And Luis Allen 0 for 2 tonight. He is bounced out and lined out to center field. Sadler at second, Mazzola's at first. And Cleggan will come set. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. And don't forget, Goldeyes this week. Here at the bottom of the 6th inning, we'll tell you about what's happening promotionally for the remainder of this week-long homestand. It's brought to you by Boston Pizza. The 0-1. Swung on and a grounder back up the middle, picked up by the second baseman Frost. Flips to the shortstop, covering second for 1 and down to 1 for 2. And the Goldeyes hit into a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. And we have 6 in the books. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left. We go to the 7th. St. Paul leading by 6, 8-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
It's summer. The perfect time to kick back and relax with friends and family. This summer, make it easy on yourself with catering by Chicken Delight. From a feast for a few to feeding your whole crew, Chicken Delight will put a smile on everyone's face with their famous chicken, fabulous pizza, ribs that rock, and more. Pick it up or have it delivered. Give us a call or send us your catering order at chickendelight.com.
So don't cook tonight. Tonight, all right. For Chicken Delight.
We all know that money doesn't grow on trees, but it sure grows in our branches. At Steinbach Credit Union, you get a great interest rate on any of our savings accounts, right from $1. That's right, no minimum balance here. Add to that a complete range of financial products and our unparalleled service, and that could put a smile on anyone's face. So switch to SCU today and laugh all the way from the bank. Steinbach Credit Union, taking care of the world's most important money, yours.
While there's no known cure for ALS, there is hope. The ALS Society of Manitoba supports families affected by ALS. Our Client Services Coordinator works with your family to determine your needs, and the Brummett-Feasby ALS House provides 24-hour care designed to specifically meet the needs of people living with ALS. Because hope is important in the lives of those affected by ALS. The ALS Society of Manitoba. We help our people every way we can. Visit alsmb.ca.
Live, loud, and loving every minute of Goldeyes action. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, we go to the 7th inning. And St. Paul leads at 8-2 here. And the Goldeyes, well, as it's starting to get late here and they trail by 6, are now really hoping for Kansas City to pick up a victory so they don't lose any ground. That's where we're at with this. And, I mean, you've got to be frank and realistic. If the Goldeyes don't mount a comeback here and they're trailing by 6, you're really hoping for Kansas City tonight to win a game so you don't drop 2.5 back and you stay within 1.5 with 6 games to go. Here's Joey Becker to face Pete Gailey. We're talking about Goldeyes this week, brought to you by Boston Pizza. Come and try Boston Pizza's new Meteor Fall Off the Bone Ribs. Boston Pizza, if you ain't ribbon, you ain't living. Tomorrow night is hockey night here at the ballpark. We have almost 7,000 here tonight. I would imagine there'll be a similar crowd tomorrow. Pitch is shot into the seats, Sky Suite level. And you can hear it hit a window. Strike 1 to Joey Becker, followed by Donald Blunt and Andy Hagemeyer. And hitters 5, 6, and 7 against Pete Gailey. Hockey night tomorrow, brought to you by Sonova Credit Union. 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. And you can wear your hockey jersey to win great hockey prizes. And I mean great hockey prizes, like composite sticks, equipment, all kinds of stuff. Autograph stuff, the 1-1. Swung on and fouled the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's also skate lace giveaway, the first 1,000 fans, courtesy of Sonova Credit Union. And it would be great to see out. I think the Civ will be here tomorrow night. We got to have the Civ on hockey night, right? There's going to be a slap shot competition. And Joey Becker 1 for 3 tonight. Stands in from the right side. Gailey comes set, 1-2. Breaking ball swung on, bounced right side. Rolled right up to Mesquite and the second baseman on to first for out number 1. And the batter is Donald Blunt, who is 0 for 3. And then Thursday night, in Game 3 of this series, It's Turn Back the Clock night, brought to you by Recycle Everywhere. Now, the Goldeyes will wear vintage uniforms. Friday night, pancake batter, pregame on-field autograph session, and team photo giveaway to the first 6,000 fans, courtesy of Pepsi. In the last game of this series, the pitch is outside, ball one. And then Saturday, Fargo rolls into town. Sunday, this is an awesome promotion as well. Second year they've done it, and it's the 9-inning gas giveaway, the 1-0. Swung on, chopped out toward third by a diving DeCaster into left field, and Donald Blunt has his first hit of the night. And Andy Hinkemeyer, the batter. You can win up to $500 in free gas. 9-inning win free gas giveaway, courtesy of My Husky Rewards. First, second inning are $25. Third and fourth are $50. Fifth and sixth, there's $75 of free gas you can win on Sunday. 7, 8 are $100. And inning number 9, 500 clams of free gas for your bus. First pitch to Hinkemeyer is low, ball one. And then on Monday night, Fan Appreciation Day, post-game fireworks, and the 2013 player card set giveaway to the first 3,000 fans, courtesy of Rogers. And also an opportunity, the 1-0. Swung on, chopper out toward first, and that goes by Harther into right field. It was a high chopper. On his way to third base is going to be Blunt. And Hinkemeyer has a base hit here. And there's runners on the corners for Trevor Haregrove with one out. It's an opportunity for the Goldeyes to thank the best fans in baseball in Canada, period. And that's on Monday in the final game of the regular season. And tickets are $5, $7, $12, $14, and $18 for any of the 6 remaining. We'd love to see you out. You can get them at any Ticketmaster location in the province. Ticketmaster.ca, 855-GOLDEYE. Here's Haregrove. 1 for 2 with a sacrifice. First pitch is outside, ball one. 8-2, St. Paul in front. We're in the 7th inning. Pete Gailey working into his 2nd inning. And Gailey comes up, and a throw over to first base, and walking back in safely is Hinkemeyer. Major League Baseball finals. In the National League, Washington beat Miami 2-1. New York Mets shut out Philadelphia 5-0. Interleague, Atlanta got by Cleveland 2-0. Pitch is swung on and fouled back, and it's 1-1 to Haregrove. And in a American League game, the New York Yankees beat Toronto 7-1. Andy Pettitte goes to 10-9. J.A. Happ, the loss, 3-4. 1 ball, 1 strike to Haregrove. And a right-hander getting loose in the bullpen for St. Paul. I think it's Mackenzie King. 1-1. Swung on, chopper out towards short. Mazzola to Mesquite and down to Harther. Double play to end the inning. Just what the Goldeyes needed right there. It goes 6, 4, and 3 on the twin killing. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left after 6.5. Stretch time in my hometown. We invite you wherever you are tonight to get up with us and stretch them out. Bottom 7 is next. Goldeyes trail by 6, 8-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Discover la francophonie in Manitoba.
L'Arbre-Crie, Île-des-Chênes, Sainte-Rose-du-Lac, Notre-Dame-de-Lourdes, Saint-Pierre-Joli, Saint-Boniface, and way much more.
In our friendly province, we are fortunate. French is everywhere and has lots to offer. Open your mind, add a French twist to your life, and enjoy the richness of another beautiful culture right here in Manitoba.
Venez voir. Vous serez surpris. Surpris. Venez voir.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Juco Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
Midtown Car Wash cleans your car inside and out and leaves your car sparkling. Their freshwater quality products and modern equipment provide customers the very best in auto cleaning, inside and out. For over 50 years, Midtown Car Wash has been dedicated to providing the best full-service vehicle cleaning by our friendly, experienced staff. For the very best in auto cleaning, visit Midtown Car Wash, 344 Gertrude Street at Donald.
New pitcher for St. Paul is Mackenzie King. And that is it for Anthony Cleggett, who was excellent tonight. And he leaves as the pitcher of record on a winning side. So for Anthony Cleggett, 6 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs. They will both be earned. A walk, 3 strikeouts, and a wild pitch. This pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. So Mackenzie King will come in, the former Fargo Moorhead Red Hawk. And he's from Blairstown, New Jersey, 6'3", 220 pounds. And he's 23 years old. Actually, 25 years old, excuse me. And he'll face Mesquite, Graham, and Lentini. And for Mackenzie King, just looking to see if he's made an appearance for the St. Paul Saints. He is not. So all of his work statistically done in Fargo this year. And Kevin Mesquite, the batter. Mesquite, Graham, Lentini, 9-1-2 as we go to the bottom of 7. First pitch is a little bit high, but called a strike. Mesquite tonight 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. It's 8-2 St. Paul. Almost 7,000 people here tonight. The 0-1 swung on. That is hit out to left center field. But Hinkemeyer is there, running back and onto the track. A deep fly ball by Mesquite. A lot of carry here tonight. And it's caught by Hinkemeyer for out number 1. And Tyler Graham, the batter. He is 1 for 3. And Graham, a double, a run scored, and then he's bounced out and flown out. And Mackenzie King, a right-hander, will come set. First pitch is in there for a strike. Here's the Culligan in-game line score brought to you by Culligan Water. Better water, pure and simple. 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for St. Paul. 8, 10, and 1. For the Goldeyes, 2, 8, and 3. Pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one got off the rails for Winnipeg early. Gave up 3 in the first, 4 in the second. Jason Jarvis was replaced after 45 pitches in an inning and 1/3. Pitches outside, 2 balls and 1 strike to Graham. Graham batting .297, a homer, 15 driven in. Wind has picked up a little bit from right to left. Pitches swung on and fouled off the instep, and Graham went down, now gets back up. He's all right. Foul ball. End of 8, Gary 2, Kansas City 2. And the T-Bones stranded the bases loaded in the bottom of 7. So Gary 2, Kansas City 2 at the end of 8. And Graham goes for a little walk. Again, the wind is picked up here from right to left. And Mackenzie King comes set with 2-2. Swung on, ground ball right side. Frost up with it and over to first. 2 away. And the batter is Phelan Lentini, 2 for 3 tonight. He'll step in from the right-hand side. And Lentini's doubled, driven in a run, singled, and then struck out. First pitch is a little bit low. Ball one. Well, we got to get to the answer on trivia. Pass along our winner's name as well. Here in the bottom of 7. And the pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Well, our question tonight for the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. 1-1 is outside 2-1. Aside from manager Rick Forney, which member of the Winnipeg Goldeyes leads the team in game ejections this season? And how many does he have? Congratulations to Joel Chartier of St. Anne, Manitoba. He knew the answer to be. Pitch is swung on and missed. 2-2 to Lentini. Josh Mazzola, and he's been ejected twice. Rick Forney has been tossed 4 times. But he's the manager, of course. Then you have Mazzola, who's been tossed twice. Lentini's been tossed. He was the first one this year. And a pitch is swung on and clubbed out toward left, way back and gone. Into the ninth. A home run for Lentini is 7th. And it's a 2-out solo blast here in the bottom of 7, and it's 8-3 for St. Paul. And we'll see if maybe the Goldeyes can get a lift off of that. And here is Sharonald DeCaster. And DeCaster, 2 for 3 here tonight. 8-3, a 5-run lead again for St. Paul. First pitch is inside, ball 1. And also Tom Faith has been tossed this year on 5 occasions. And the pitch is swung on and popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Bergamy is there, and he makes the catch. And the Goldeyes are done. Winnipeg has had ejections over balls and strikes. The other 3 have been other sort of incidents on the field. Congratulations, Joel Chartier of St. Anne. He's our winner. Josh Mazzola, and 2 was the answer on, aside from Rick, who's been ejected the most as a Goldeye this year. Well, the Goldeyes get a run. They do so on a hit. Don't leave anybody. We go to the 8th. It's a 5-run lead for St. Paul. 8-3 of the Goldeyes Radio Network.
If you love East Indian food and want to introduce your friends to it, bring them to the Clay Oven. They have the best butter chicken in town. Plus, the new Hakka menu features Indian Chinese fusion. First-timers will love exploring the flavors of our tally platters. Another fresh batch of naan bread is coming out of the oven right now. The Clay Oven, with 3 locations, including the brand new restaurant, open year-round in the ballpark. Reserve your dinner party or game day seat on the patio at clayoven.ca.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes make dreams come true by providing live baseball experiences to charities, nonprofit groups, and inner-city programs. Now, with the Goldeyes Community Zone, you can make even more memories. For group tickets, contact the Goldeyes at 982-BASE. These extra seats are only possible through generous donations from the Community Zone partners. So from the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Community Zone recipients, thank you, CN, Princess Auto, Great West Life, Christie's Office Plus, and CDI College. Summer is the season for long road trips with the family.
Are we there yet?
And if you want to make it there, it's time for you to talk to Cal. No matter if your visit is for a tire rotation, an alignment, or even a basic oil service, all your visits come with a free mechanical inspection. Make sure your vehicle is ready for the high temperatures and heavy use that summer driving brings. Talk to Cal at any one of Cal Tire's 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
You gotta roll it.
Batter up, turn it up. This is Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball. Oh, yeah! On TSN 1290, TSN1290.ca.
Well, we go to the 8th inning. Jeremy Mayo, Adam Frost, and Dan Kezrowski. 9-1-2. 8-3 St. Paul. They lead it. First pitch from Winnipeg's Pete Gailey is swung on and missed. And it's strike one to Mayo, who is 1 for 2 tonight with a walk and a run scored. Mayo on the year batting .313. This is game 6 as a St. Paul Saint. 0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. He also had some time in Lincoln this year and in Rockford of the Frontier League. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gailey comes set, the 1-1. Swung on and fouled away. Right side, out of play. So thanks for playing along on Trivia tonight. We'll do it again tomorrow night. We're back on the air at 6:30. We step aside on CJ Radio. By the way, just for a programming note, CJ Radio the last 2 years has, for you folks in Swan, Neepawa, Gimli, surrounding area, have always carried Tuesdays and Sundays games. This Sunday, we will not be on the air. 1-2 is outside. And it's 2-2. They're going to pick up the Monday night game instead. So programming note. We won't be back on CJ Radio after tonight until Monday, which will be the final regular season game of the year. And we'll see if the Goldeyes play on after that. 2-2 is inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 8-3 St. Paul. But we'll be with you on TSN 1290 right through. Three balls, 2 strikes to Jeremy Mayo. Great crowd here tonight. Pitch swung on, and that's chopped foul left side. Mayo tonight walked in the 2nd inning and scored in a 4-run second. And that right now is the difference. And then he struck out in the 3rd and had a single to lead off the 6th. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away right side. And out of play. Tomorrow, Matt Jackson, when we're on the air at 6:30 with our pregame, and first pitch 7:05, and Matt Jackson will throw that out. 3-0, 3.31 ERA against lefty Cole Nelson, 5-2, 3.02. 3-2 pitch is outside. He walked. And Pete Gailey will walk his first of the night to go along with a couple of strikeouts. Now the Goldeyes have walked 5 tonight. Here's Adam Frost. And Winnipeg will get some people up in the bullpen again. Another arm is throwing in that Saints bullpen, a right-hander. And the Goldeyes will have a lefty. And Mark Hardy get up and start throwing. He was activated off the inactive list today. And the first pitch is swung on and lined to the gap in left center. That'll be taken on a hop by Graham. A quick throw now to third base, and it holds Mayo at second. So Adam Frost has a sharp line drive single to left center. There's 2 on and nobody out for Dan Kezrowski. And TJ Hose is getting loose in the bullpen for St. Paul. And Dan Kezrowski 2 for 4 tonight. Will step in from the right side. By the way, if you're wondering, that 2-2 tie through 7 between Kansas City and Gary, the Gary Social Railcats have 1 hit. 1 hit in the game. First pitch. Breaking ball is high, ball 1. Nobody out, 2 on. Walk and a base hit. 8-3 St. Paul. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Jeremy Mayo at second, Adam Frost at first. And activity in both bullpens. 1-0. Swung on, line to right field for a base hit. Up with the ball is Lentini. It's a walk and 2 straight hits. Keselowski goes the other way. Bases are loaded here, and there's nobody out. And Brandon Tripp, the batter. And Tripp will step up. From the left-hand side, he's 2 for 4. And Tripp tonight, 2 singles, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, then he's bounced out, and then he struck out. First pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and fouled back. And that bounces around in Sky Suite 16 to my left. And that is a souvenir for a guy that was ambitious enough to run out down the stairs and bottom row and get that souvenir baseball. 0-1 to Tripp. Nobody out. Bases loaded here. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Tripp struck out his last trip against left-hander Gabe Aguilar. Mark Hardy throwing in the bullpen. Nobody throwing now in the bullpen for the Saints. Just the Goldeyes left-hander up. 8-3 St. Paul. The pitch is just outside. And the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Don't forget about the 50 Shades musical. The hilarious parody of the 50 Shades of Grey phenomenon. And it takes place, Centennial Concert Hall, September 5th through 7th. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on. Hit high. Pretty deep out to center field. Graham back onto the track. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Tagging and scoring is Jeremy Mayo to make it 9-3. Also moving is Adam Frost from second to third. Here comes Rick Forney on the sac fly. St. Paul will get back to a 6-run lead, and that will be it for Pete Gailey here tonight, I'm sure. And driving in his 3rd run of the night at 74th of the year is Brandon Tripp. So Pete Gailey is done, and Brian Bergamy is going to face Mark Hardy when we come back in 60. Another call, the bullpen being made, 9-3 St. Paul on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
TSN 1290. We talk more Jets.
It's not so much if the team loses, it's about the effort. If the effort's not there, then they boo.
More NHL.
Why is this only a topic of discussion when a guy gets knocked out?
More Major League Baseball.
They're not going to get that ring with those bats unless they get another arm.
And more Bombers.
We have a big city stadium, and with big city stadium comes big city problems.
Sports, and more sports.
There is no way in hell you can play every second night and be out of shape.
Play with tremendous effort, relentlessness, play with class. You know, never, ever give up.
This is a young, growing team. They're learning how to win.
We're about all sports, all the time.
They're comfortable with each other, know where the other guy's going to be, and know how the other guy's going to react.
TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, we're in the 8th inning, 1 out, 1 in, 9-3 St. Paul. And they have runners on the corners, and Mark Hardy will come into the baseball game, and he will pitch for the first time since starting in Rockland back on the July 19, 20, and 21 weekend. And he had some arm discomfort and was on the inactive list for 30-plus days, pulled off today, and he will make an appearance here out of the bullpen to face Brian Bergamy. Runners on the corners, 1 away, and the first pitch is low, ball 1. And that's it for Pete Gailey, 2 1/3 innings here tonight. And for Pete. And a pitch is bounced out towards short, picked up by Mazzola. He'll flip back to Mesquite, and the flip is wide. Everybody's safe, and a run will score to make it 10-3. Winnipeg that's been sort of the epitome of what we've seen here tonight. It has not been sharp at all. It has not been crisply played. It's been error. Well, that should be number 4 on the night on the airs. It'll be a fielder's choice for Bergamy, and it should be E6 to get Kiesrowski safely to second base. A run will score in Adam Frost. Saints have hit double digits, and it's 10-3. Now the batter is Joey Becker. First pitch is low and inside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Becker tonight is 1 for 4. One-0. Swung on, chopper out towards short. Backhanded pickup by Mazzola. He bobbled that, and now it falls out of his glove. And I don't know that he was going to get anybody. That's a tough play, probably an infield single there. And they're going to charge an error on that. And post the 4th error of the night. And that will be E6. Well, the bases are loaded, and now they've got the 5th error up. So the bases are loaded here with 1 away. For Pete Gailey, 2 1/3 innings tonight. 5 hits. He gives up a run, and he's responsible for still a couple on the base paths. And Donald Blunt is the batter. And the first pitch missed low to him, and the pitch is swung on and bounced left side foul. This pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. And for Mark Hardy, 6'4", 195 from Campbell River, BC. He lives in Vancouver now. He's 25 years old. And making his first appearance in over a month, the 0-1 is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hardy on the year, 13 starts. Now 14 appearances, 6-3, a 3.65 ERA. And he'll come set the 2-1. Swung on, that's hit to center field. Back goes Graham, still going back, and on to the warning track, he'll make the catch. A runner will tag and score in Kiesrowski. The other 2 runners advance as well on tagging and moving forward. And it's now 11-3 for St. Paul. So Donald Blunt will fly out to center field on the sacrifice fly. And here's Andy Hinkemeyer. So runners at second and third. They go to the bottom of the 9th. Kansas City and Gary are tied at 2. And Casey is a runner on second with 1 out. Boy, the Goldeyes really need Kansas City to win that one tonight. Now the first pitch to Hinkmeyer is inside, ball 1. 11-3. St. Paul. For Hardy, 78 hits in 79 innings. Very good numbers this year. 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-1. 32 earned runs, 30 walks, 58 strikeouts, 3 homers allowed. The opposition batting .264 against him. Runners at second and third, a 3-run 8th inning here for St. Paul. They lead at 11-3. Hinkemeyer is 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Pitches in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Five errors here tonight, and the Goldeyes are 1 error away from tying a team record in a game. And I'm pretty sure, without looking, I can tell you which game that was. Pitch is in there for a called 3rd strike. We'll do that when we come back, but I think it goes back to the year 2000. Goldeyes made 6 in one game, That was the infamous game where Hal Lanier, at the end of the game, had them take infield again here at what was then Can West Global Park. 3-run score, 8 men step to the plate here for St. Paul. They are in control of this one. They lead at 11-3 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Leave the daily grind behind and treat yourself to what is by far Winnipeg's best happy hour. Monday through Friday from 3 until 5, the lounge at your favorite Pony Corral location has happy hour appetizers at half price. And on top of that, every Monday, Tuesday, and Sunday, you can get 49-cent wings and ribbies. It's all part of Winnipeg's best and most delicious happy hour at your local Pony Corral lounge. Proud to be celebrating 25 years.
Teamwork wins ball games, and it's made Safer Agencies an even stronger player in the insurance business. Recently, Safer Agencies teamed up with Canada's largest personal property insurance company, Intact Insurance. So now, when life throws you a curveball, they'll get you back in the game faster than ever. Are you over 50 with no claims for 3 years? Then you could score big league savings on home insurance, including no deductible on your first claim. Call Safer Agencies for details. 694-6787.
It's furniture that has a story to tell. Discover the unrivaled character and craftsmanship only Manitoba Made can offer with Prairie Barnwood. Prairie Barnwood specializes in handcrafted furniture and decor made from dismantled barns from across the Canadian prairies. From mantels to countertops, furniture, even custom pieces, it's all made in Manitoba. See these one-of-a-kind works of art for yourself. Learn more about Manitoba Reclaimed Barnwood furniture today at prairiebarnwood.com.
Bottom of the 8th inning. They're going to the 10th in Kansas City, where Gary and KC are tied at 2. Here it's all St. Paul. 11-3 they lead it. Ryan Scoma will lead it off. And he'll be followed by Ray Sadler and Josh Mazzola. We find out that the one error the Goldeyes are short from tying a dubious record, franchise record, not 2000, the year that, well, I remember Chuck Clee played shortstop and the Goldeyes had just that horrible Sunday afternoon game. There's another Sunday for you. As Scoma bounces out to first base, and the out goes 3-1 on one pitch, one away here in the bottom of 8. As we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and TJ Hose is, I believe, the new pitcher here for St. Paul. This pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. So that's it for Mackenzie King. An inning, a hit, a run, no walks, and no strikeouts. And he gives way to TJ Hose. And we see Hose work for the first time in this series, and he worked a little bit against Winnipeg last week from Hagerstown, Maryland. 5'10", 200. A right-hander. And 27 years old. 1-0 here to Sadler. Is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Sadler 2 for 3 tonight. Anyway, back to 2000. The Goldeyes, that was another Sunday afternoon, because we're still ready for you to compile your wackiest Sunday memory. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, that's line to left field. That will be caught by a diving Keselowski. Yes, says the third base umpire, Sean Hicks. Keselowski made the catch on that sinking line drive off the bat of Sadler, and that's kind of the way it's gone here tonight. We're still inviting you to get your Sunday sort of kook show memory board together here for us, and we're going to talk about all of those this coming Sunday with Rick Forney on his show. That was another one where Chuck Clee, Brian Duva, Jack Jones were, I mean, they just weren't very good on the infield, and Hal Lanier made them, after the game, made them take infield in front of the people that were still left, including a skybox of fans that were heckling the Goldeyes after that, and that got a little bit ugly. Josh Mazzola will take his first pitch, and he drives one out to left field. It's high, it's deep, and it's gone. Home run to make it 11-4. And for Mazzola, his 15th of the year, RBI number 61. It's a 2-out solo shot here in the bottom of 8. And it's a 7-run lead for St. Paul. Here's Casey Arthur. It wasn't that game, but that game did spring to mind. It was a game back in 2002 when the Goldeyes made 6 errors. They've made 5 here tonight. They're 1 shy of the franchise record. First pitch to Arthur is swung on and hit twice. Foul both times. Don't see that very often. Strike 1. Arthur 0 for 3 tonight. So TJ Hose gives up a home run to Josh Mazzola. And for Hose, that's the first home run he's given up this year. This is his 4th appearance. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. No record, a 1.59 ERA, 5 2/3 innings. 1 earned run, 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, opposition batting .200 against him. And the pitch. Breaking ball is high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Arthur tonight has struck out, popped out twice. One, 2 is inside, 2-2. Yeah, that was a Sunday afternoon too, and I'd never seen Hal do anything like that before that game or after. But they took infield here afterward. And I think the message got sent. 2-2. Swung on and bounced left side. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. See, that would be the difference between Hal Lanier and Rick Forney. Rick Forney would never do that. The game is over. He might have them assemble the next day early, but he probably would never do that. Whereas Hal was more old school, 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Arthur is upset. There goes the bat and the helmet as he strikes out to end the bottom of 8. The Goldeyes get a run. They do so on a hit. It was Josh Mazzola's 15th home run of the year. Nobody left. We'll go to the 9th inning. 11-4 St. Paul on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Walby. If you want to mow faster and ride smoother, you need a Ferris zero-turn mower. Only Ferris mowers have a patented independent suspension technology that smooths out uneven turf. You'll be able to mow faster and longer with less fatigue. Whether you're a professional cutter or you just want to mow like one, Ferris mowers get more done in less time. So visit your Ferris dealer today and test drive the most comfortable riding zero-turn in the industry.
For a Ferris dealer near you, contact Getmans Limited in Winnipeg.
Did you know that water makes up more than half of your body weight? Every cell, tissue, and organ in your body needs water to maintain its temperature, remove waste, and lubricate joints. Culligan's filtered bottled water delivered right to your door is the best choice for hydration.
Call or click today to enjoy Culligan bottled water service for as little as $21.75 a month. Just call 204-694-5180 or visit drinkculligan.com. Culligan, better water, pure and simple. Limited time offer. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for details.
CIBC and the Winnipeg Goldeyes have partnered to fight cancer. On Sunday, October 6th, CIBC and Goldeyes employees, friends, and family will be running in Winnipeg for a future without breast cancer. Shaw Park, home of your Winnipeg Goldeyes, will host the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation CIBC Run for the Cure. For more information, to register to run, or to make a donation, go online to CIBC.com. Let's run for a future without breast cancer. Join in on Sunday, October 6th at Shaw Park.
Your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca. Now back to the action with Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the 9th inning. Trevor Haregrove, Jeremy Mayo, and Adam Frost, 8-9-1 against Mark Hardy, who was one of the Goldeyes' best starters before getting hurt and having some elbow discomfort or arm discomfort, and then was shelved for 30 days and is much better and comes off the inactive list today and is working in relief. It's 11-4 for St. Paul. And they've led since scoring 3 in the first and adding 4 more in the second, and they haven't looked back. First pitch, bounce left side, foul. Into the seats it goes, strike 1. Trevor Haregrove tonight is 1 for 3 with a sacrifice. And Hardy will come set. And the pitch is outside, 1-1. Just back to Hal Lanier in the infield at the end of that 2000 game where the Goldeyes were just bad defensively. Not saying it would be right or wrong. I'm just saying that Hal was more old school, and that was sort of the way that you got your message across, where Rick Thorney would probably never do that. Just different management styles. Pitches outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Down the pitch. And it's swung on and popped up into right field. Lentini is there. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Haregrove is out. But I've never seen it before or after. It happened on a Sunday afternoon here at the ballpark. And the interesting part was the group of guys that had overconsumed in the Sky Suite that hung around for it and were heckling the Goldeyes after that. And it got kind of verbally ugly. And Jeremy Mayo, the batter. First pitch is inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Mayo 1 for 2, 2 walks, 2 runs scored tonight. Pitch swung on, bounced left side, foul. Goldeyes have made 5 errors tonight, and that's why we're talking about the franchise record of 6 in 2002, and I think they made 6 back in 2000 as well. Seemed to me that 6 was a number that I'd never seen before, and that's why you, I guess, were a little bit shocked to see the infield go on after the game, but not completely surprised that something like that would happen when they made 6 errors in the game. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. That's a ball and 2 strikes. You know, tonight might be one of those scenarios where, and I am not being flippant here at all, where you're going real well, you get off the road, you probably don't want a day off. And you get a day off, and then you come out and have a stink bomb like this here tonight. 1-2 is a breaking ball that's low, 2-2. You know, 5 errors, don't pitch very well. Muster 4 runs, 10 hits. They've hit some balls in the screws tonight. I will give them that for sure. But St. Paul has been the better team through and through this evening. 2-2. Swing and a miss. And down on strikes is Mayo. And Mark Hardy's looked pretty good. And for Mark, he will pick up his 2nd strikeout of the night. And back to the top of the order here, and Adam Frost. Fireworks to follow here tonight. And the Goldeyes hope that in extra innings, Kansas City can beat Gary tonight. 2-2 in the 10th. And that's where they remain. And Frost stands in from the right side. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Let's just say this. If it doesn't get to where Winnipeg wants it to get to, you can think back to 2 things this season leading up to the weekend. 0-1, swung on and fouled away and out of play. 0-9 against the Redhawks. And that series sweep that Gary put on Winnipeg here on July 6, 7, 8, and 9 in a 4-gamer where the Goldeyes were swept at home in the 4 games against the Railcats. The pitch is swung on, bounced right side, rolled right up to Mesquite, up with it over to first, and we will go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Those, for me, are the 2 that really stand out. Getting swept by Gary here at home in early July, and to date, being 0-9 against the Redhawks this season. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning. 1-2-3, St. Paul goes in order. 11-4 is the score here for St. Paul on the the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Buying or selling your home is overwhelming, stressful, and where do you start? Realtors know real estate and will guide you through the most important financial decision of your life. Plus, Goldeyes fans, pick up a copy of the Real Estate News and search for Goldie for your chance to win great prizes with our In the Hood promotion. Remember, the Real Estate News is available in print, online, or mobile. Either way, it's in your hands.
The Winnipeg Real Estate News.com.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em.
When you finally decide on the perfect paint color, the last thing you want is someone inexperienced painting in your house. Trust the experts. Trust Cachet Painting. For over 28 years, they've perfected their craft right here in Winnipeg. No job is too small or big. Interior or exterior. Primers, sealers, and finishes. Even stucco coating and painting. Cachet Painting excels at it all. Call 204-297-9000 now. Cachet Painting, a sign of superior quality.
Well, just looking here, Adam Frost was hurt after trying to run out that grounder that ended the top of the ninth inning. We go to the bottom of the ninth, so there will be a new player for him. And you'll have Trevor Haregrove move over to second base. And I'm just looking here. Actually, Dan Kozrowski will move over to second base. And somebody's got to go in the outfield for Kozrowski. All right, Brandon Tripp is going out, so they lose the DH here. Brandon Tripp is going out to left field to start the bottom of this ninth inning. And Dan Kozrowski will go in and come in from left, and he'll replace Frost at second base. So they will lose the DH, and not that it really is going to matter tonight. It's 11-4 for St. Paul. The Goldeyes are down to their final 3 outs. New pitcher, too, is Dylan Thomas. And that's it for TJ Hose. First pitch. Swung on, chopper out towards short. Fielded there by Haregrove, and he throws to first. One away on one pitch. This pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. And Kevin Mosquite, the batter, followed by Tyler Graham. It is 11-4 St. Paul, and the Goldeyes, if they don't get some help on the out-of-town scoreboard, will fall 2.5 back with 6 to go. Essentially having to make up 3 games. And a 6-game winning streak will likely come to an end here tonight, and a 6-game losing skid for St. Paul will likely come to an end. And Mosquito for 2 in the walk and a run scored. First pitch from Dylan Thomas is swung on and lined to center field, and that will be taken on a hop by Hinklemeyer. Goldeyes have their 11th hit of the night. Top of the order in Tyler Graham. And for Dylan Thomas, he will make his 13th appearance. He's 1-6 with a 10.98 ERA. 49 hits, 30 in the third innings, 37 earned runs, 22 walks, 19 strikeouts. A homer allowed, the opposition batting .363 against. First pitch is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Tyler Graham, 1 for 4 tonight. The 1-0 is outside and low. 2 balls and no strikes. A lot of folks have hung around. Almost 7,000 here tonight. 6,936. 69-36. And they'll be close to that again tomorrow for hockey night. 2-0. Swung on, chopper out towards short. Could end the ball game. Flipped to second for one, down to one, not in time. So Graham will hit into a fielder's choice. There'll be 2 away. They get Mesquite at second, 6-4. And here is Phelan Lentini. Last hope for Winnipeg. 2 away in the bottom of the 9th inning. And Lentini with a home run tonight. Goldeyes have hit 2 home runs. Steps in from the right side. First pitch is right down the chute for a strike. Just back to trivia for a second, and Joel Chartier, the winner of the first travel mug of the year. And we'll do that again tomorrow. Pitches outside, nice block there by Jeremy Mayo, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Mayo moves laterally to his right, keeps that in front of him. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch swung on, lifted out toward right field, and that should end it. Donald Blunt is there. He'll make the catch, and game 1 of this homestand and 4-game series belongs to St. Paul here tonight convincingly. No runs ahead and 1 left for the Goldeyes, who make 5 errors here tonight. St. Paul wins it 11-4. Well, we'll take a timeout. Post-game show to follow after these on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Win a diamond at the Diamond. Presented by Free Jive Winnipeg and Bijou Jewelry. Pick up your special edition Free Jive paper at the Wednesday, August 28th Goldeyes game. Fill out the entry form and drop it in the ballot box for your chance to win a loose diamond worth more than $2,500. Free Jive Winnipeg. Online, on site, on the street. Delivered to hundreds of restaurants and thousands of inboxes every week. For advertising info, visit freejivewinnipeg.com. Brought to you by iTech LASIK, Boston Pizza, and Herzing College.
Greenwood Inn and Suites. They come by their name honestly. Greenwood is one of the few Winnipeg.
Looking for a proven solution to ease your suffering? Not another drug that temporarily masks the pain? You need to get on the road to recovery, and you need a treatment that will address the cause of your pain. Manitoba chiropractors are available without the wait, and your care is partially covered by Manitoba Health and most private insurance plans.
Manitoba chiropractors, making life better.
I'll take a nip. And don't you forget those grilled onions. You know what I love? Breakfast all day. Bring on the Sal's Hearty Breakfast.
I love seeing what's new. Barbecue chicken nip. Yes, please.
Salisbury House, a Winnipeg tradition for more than 8 decades. From all-day breakfasts, traditional dinners, and classic nips made with 100% Manitoba beef to salads, wraps, and more. And who could forget wafer pie and red velvet cake for dessert? It's all available all the time. Salisbury House, your food, your way.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk.
Raj, I'd love to get internet for the cottage, but...
Well, with Rogers Wireless Internet, you can get fast Wi-Fi for all your devices, even dockside.
But my wife worries I'll do more work and less play.
So download a romantic movie, watch it under the stars.
Sorry, is that work or play?
Right now, get a Rocket Mobile hotspot for $0 on select tier plans and take Wi-Fi wherever you go. See store for details.
Start saving today with Rogers on the network with province-wide coverage.
Swung on high, and deep it goes to left. Way back.
Get your Goldeyes tickets before they're gone and catch the Goldeyes live at beautiful Shaw Park. Tickets for individual games, group outings, and Sky Suites are on sale now. Come celebrate with us.
Oh, my! In downtown!
To learn more about the Goldeyes' exciting promotional schedule for the Goldeyes 20th season, visit goldeyes.com.
Now back to the pregame show on your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. TSN 1290, TSN1290.ca. Here's Paul Edmonds.
And we welcome you back to the Winnipeg Insurance pregame show right of the ballpark, brought to you by Winnipeg Insurance. They have 2 locations in the big city, West Winnipeg, South Winnipeg. They've been proud sponsors of the Goldeyes for over a decade, and they can help you protect the things that you love. Visit them on the web at winnipeginsurancebrokers.com or call them at 204-889-2870. This is game 94 of 100. And the Goldeyes come in riding a 6-game winning streak. They are 52-41 this year, 11 games above 500. And St. Paul is 45-48. They've lost 6 in a row. They lost the last 3 of that 4-game series in Winnipeg last week, and then they were swept by Gary on the weekend. Let's have a look at the pitching matchup, and On the Rubber is brought to you by Cal Tire, 5 convenient locations in the capital region. More than just tires, Cal Tire, true service. Well, Anthony Cleggan will get the start for St. Paul tonight. He is from Palm Desert, California, and he was in Somerset and St. Paul last year, so he's back for another season with the Saints. He's 29 years old, a right-hander, 6'3", 195 pounds. He has very good numbers. This will be his 20th start of the year. He's 8-5 with a 3.26 ERA, and the 3.26 ERA will put him in the top 3 in the league in earned run average. Taylor Stanton of Fargo, then Lucas Irvin of Kansas City, then it's Anthony Cleggan of St. Paul, who has the third best at 3.26. He's worked 127 innings. He will get hit. 132 hits in 127 allowed, but he's very good. He is very good at pitching out of jams, or when he gets in a little bit of trouble, he limits the damage. And he's allowed this year 46 earned runs. He's given up 42 walks. He's struck out 77. He's allowed 8 home runs, which is the second most on this Saints staff, next to the 11 that Mark Hamburger has allowed. Mark Hamburger will not be available in this series. He is back stateside and not available to the St. Paul Saints for these 4 games. And Anthony Cleggan has a .272 opposition batting average against him. So he gets the start here tonight for St. Paul as they come in at 45-48. 25-year-old Jason Jarvis will get the start for the Goldeyes. He's from Scottsdale, Arizona, 6'2", 215 pounds, and he'll make his third start with the Winnipeg Goldeyes after being traded over from the Sioux City Explorers. For Jarvis this year, it'll be his 21st start. He has 3 complete games and 2 complete game shutouts. He is 6-10 on the year with a 3.85 ERA. He's worked 138 innings. He will get hit a little bit too. 149 in 138. 59 earned runs, 40 walks, 56 strikeouts. He's allowed 11 homers, and the opposition batting .279 against him. As a Goldeye, his third start, he does have 1 complete game shutout, and that was thrown last week in St. Paul. He's 1-0 with a 0.57 ERA. Numbers are sparkling. 15 2/3 innings, 12 hits, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Opposition batting .222 against him as a Goldeye. So Jason Jarvis will throw out the first pitch tonight, and it's